Join me and Robbie for Victory League Metaverse to watch Game for Ukraine.
Yo, listen up. This is going to be huge. The Game for Ukraine charity football match kicks off this Saturday, the 5th of August at 5:45 p.m. We're talking about a full-on game with big names from the world of football on the pitch. I'm going to be there and other AFTV influencers are going to be joining in. And you can come and meet them all digitally. Let's make a difference together. Click the link in the description right now and get involved. This is going to be big.
Welcome back to AFTV, everyone. It's Arsenal versus Monaco in the Emirates Cup. Before we chat all things about the game, as you've just seen it there, Zinchenko's told you and Robbie's told you, go ahead and join us in the Metaverse this Saturday at 5:45 for the Game for Ukraine, raising money to rebuild a school in Ukraine. AFTV and DR Sports are partnering with Victory League in the Metaverse. And by the way, you want to see this. It is honestly incredible stuff and a really great way to engage in the game. There will be Legends post-game that Robbie will be interviewing. You can watch the game live as well as have Robbie's commentary live from the Metaverse in there as well. And as I mentioned, you can watch the actual stream, the game, all from there, and donate via the link in the description below. And we've put it in the chat as well. Go check it all out. Any information you want around the game is all in that link as well. Please go ahead and support the Game for Ukraine this Saturday at 5:45 on AFTV and DR Sports. Let's talk now Arsenal versus Monaco in the Emirates Cup, and welcome everyone who's here to join me to watch it. We've got Laurie to my right. Welcome, Laurie. No, he's called it's Laurie in the house. Welcome, Laurie. I've got Turkish and Cecil. No, do you want a round of applause?
I'd rather no introduction. No? We're good. No introduction needed.
Not for this big game, big night, 7th coming.
You might as well be on that sofa there. You might as well swap with Laurie, I'll be honest with you.
You did tell us in the preview, this could be our 7th Emirates Cup, Laurie. We're starting to run away with it.
Yeah, it's true. We've made it ours, so to speak.
We've made it ours. Look, the 11's out.
Should get specific stars on the shirts for the amount of times we win the
Maybe
Emirates
Laurie
Cup.
shouldn't swap with you. Maybe you three should just sit there and let me have the
Imagine
sofa.
6 stars around a cannon.
What would we won them for? The Emirates Cup.
Imagine. I've got the 11 here. Let me just quickly go through it, everyone, because it was announced 30 minutes ago by Arsenal. Clearly going for a mix of 11s here. And I think a few of us actually, when we were around the States, we discussed that maybe with the Community Shield coming on Sunday, Arteta and Arsenal weren't going to go fully full strength and use an opportunity to rotate and get the right minutes. But there's certainly some things here we can be excited and intrigued about. Aaron Ramsdale starts in goal. We're going to talk about why this might be surprisingly quite an important game for Aaron Ramsdale. We'll go through that in a sec. Timber starts at right back with Saliba, Kivior and Tomiyasu at left back. We saw him start at left back against Man United. Let's see how that looks today. Thomas Partey, Declan Rice and Emil Smith-Rowe is the midfield three. Partey and Rice starting for the first time together, something we've all wanted to see, and today we're going to see it. Veira out on the right, Martinelli on the left and Eddie Nketiah up top, which means the 11 will look something like, well, I say something like, we've got quite a few players here. Matt Turner could be the goalkeeper. White seems the only right back who might come on and get some minutes. Tierney left back, Gabriel and Holding are on the bench. Jorginho, Havertz, Ødegaard might well be the three that play in midfield with Saka, Marquinhos and Trossard as well, who could finish the game. We know that Jesus is out with a knee issue, according to Arsenal, and will continue to be assessed. I'm not going to lie, that doesn't sound like good news.
Worrying.
It is worrying. Let's talk about that now. Let's start with the Jesus absence. It's the fact that it's a knee again.
Again, yeah.
That's the biggest problem. Like, when I saw knee issue, I thought, I've always wanted a striker this summer.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not that big of an issue, but hopefully at the same time, it kind of, opens a few eyes to the need in that position. Either the need to clarify Balogun's position at the club, once and for all now.
Not on the bench, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? I think it's been clarified in pre-season. So let's say that is clarified. Then let's get the business done and let's get somebody else in, because I don't mind Trossard coming in for Jesus when Jesus is absent or needs a rest. Eddie, very much I got doubts about him. I'd like another striker in the mix. Not necessarily an out-and-out striker anymore. Originally, I wanted an out-and-out striker. I wouldn't mind a Kudus, for example, who can cover in that position. He's someone that's a shoot-on-sight type of player, whereas Jesus is a bit different. And Trossard, I think, is a bit in the middle, because Trossard does bang it when he gets the opportunity. But Jesus being out is a worry, I think. I think, soon we're going to be stronger in the goalkeeper position than the striker position.
I know.
Which is weird to say. I'm all for competition in every position. Every great team needs it. But that striker position, we need one more person.
Yeah, Jesus having this. They're saying it's precautionary. This him being out because of his knee, but it's a worry when you have he had a serious knee injury, and then mentally, psychology for a player.
City was a knee injury as well.
Yeah, exactly. It's not good. It's a thing that I think that will affect him as well. Even if this is a slight knock, but from previous issues, it's something that stays in your mind. If you're not fully 100% in your head when you're playing, I think we're gonna see that when he come on against Fulham. Yes, he's spent a lot of time in rehab, but it was noticeable that he wasn't as sharp as he was before he had the knee injury. So it is a worry for me. I don't know. Listen, Raya's available, and the goalkeeper coach has liked him before, but I don't know why we're going for a goalkeeper when I agree with you, Turkish. Striker should be the main priority. I don't know exactly who I exactly want in that position, but I know we need a striker. Balogun, he's been linked to West Ham in the past, today, a move to West Ham. So, in my opinion, he was going anyway. I think I've discussed this many times off camera from when I've seen him back in the States, that he doesn't seem like a player that wants to stay. Hear me out here as well. If he doesn't go to a club in this transfer window before it shuts in the UK, is Saudi an option for Balogun? I remember I brought this up and I was like, whoa, chill out. But it stays open 3 weeks later than the UK transfer window. He's a player that's gone over to the USA and being a franchise player, shall we say. I feel like he wants to play. He wants to have that title of being the guy. It is something I pondered on. I was like, that's interesting. He's young. There's not many young players that go over there. He could be that player that bridges the gap for that. But that was something that came across my mind. I feel like we definitely need a striker. And if Balogun is going, and I don't think, like you said, I don't think Eddie's the one, we need to look again a striker.
You know what it is though, yeah? Sorry, I know you two want to give your thoughts on it as well, but with the Raya thing, I'm not saying don't do that, because an opportunity has arisen where we can upgrade in a position for quite a low fee if you take into account Turner potentially going into Forest. So if there's an opportunity like that available in any position, I'd like Arsenal to be in the mix, to upgrade, to add competition, because that's key. In the striking position, it's not as easy to find a deal where we can upgrade. On Eddie, yes. On Jesus and Trossard, not necessarily off the bat. And someone told me earlier on last season about Declan Rice and potentially coming to Arsenal. That same person thinks that next season we will go big on a striker. And there isn't that many big strikers out there. So maybe our thing is a waiting game. The only thing for me, I look at City, and I can't. It sounds weird that I'm entertaining saying they've weakened this summer, but I think there's an opportunity there this season because they haven't strengthened like I thought they might strengthen. I don't want to leave us short this season just because our eye is on next summer and a big acquisition there. I think this season is the one to do everything we need to do to go win it now.
And the striker is the only position.
And the striker is the only position now with Partey staying.
Yeah.
Seeing Partey and Rice today, interesting for me to see who plays 6. Is it going to be a double pivot at times? Does Timber join the midfield? Is it going to be like a 3-2-3-2? I want to see what that's about. So just one more player in that attack.
But we are stronger than last season, sorry.
Well, Dave Jordan disagrees, says scored 88 goals and then quotes, striker should be a priority. My thing is, I don't know if striker should be a priority, but I just think if you're building your perfect squad, I don't think anyone can say that this Arsenal squad is perfect, that it's in the perfect position. If it were, I think we'd all be sitting here going, we're ready to go win the title. But it's not. Clearly, even with all the signings, even with all the money spent, we know we can improve in certain areas. Sometimes it's about going, cool, we've got a very good 11, how do we make it a world-class 11? So, I think there is room in this striker for a squad. I just don't know if it's the first thing I do, but if this Jesus knee injury is a problem, then you start to wonder. You were very concerned about this Jesus injury.
Yeah, I was, because I've been saying to anyone that would listen to me, and there's not very many of them, that we need to strengthen in that striking position. Yes, Jesus is a very good player, but you saw towards the end of last season, the goals kind of dried up a little bit. Obviously, Jesus got injured as well. But I'm a little bit worried that going into this season where, let's face it, we're up in the ante. We got the league to go for, we got the Champions League. This is a big season for us, and I think we're a little bit down on our striking options. Yes, Trossard's looked good in pre-season. Yes, we've hit 5 goals twice, and people say, no, there's no worry because we could share the goals around. But let's be honest, man, especially when the season gets deep, you are going to need those striking options. And as Cecil was saying, it looks like Balogun will be persona non grata this season. So has Eddie shown in the past that he can step up? As much as I'd like to say yes, I have to be also honest and say so far no.
Well,
so
he's got another chance tonight to you know,
I'm looking forward to seeing him in, you know.
Yeah, it's Monaco.
Tonight doesn't define that decision.
It's Monaco.
No, of course it doesn't.
I
Yeah,
think
it's
to
just
score
another
4
chance.
goals.
No, but it gives him an
We know.
opportunity to get a run out.
Many opportunities over the years.
FTL Guna Craig says, "What's up, guys? Hell of a time hanging with you guys in the States. Great seeing Cecil and Turkish again, and great meeting James. Looking forward to catching a game with you guys in England this season."
Love
Craig,
my guy, love
lovely.
So just
to-
picking
love
up
to
on
meet
that,
you out
right?
there.
So if Eddie goes out there today and scores a hat-trick, would you not sort of even think that...
It doesn't change my mind on whether we can rely on
Not
him.
change your mind totally, but don't you think that that's a positive step for the
No,
season?
because I've seen him score hat-trick against Sunderland and score 2 against Oxford and you know, in the League Cup do his thing. You know.
So who do
It's
you
a
like?
fair point. It
It is a fair point. I'm just
Under 21s England as well. He's
Yeah.
a top goal scorer, man.
Yeah.
All right. Tina says, if Arsenal want to go all the way this season, you need a 25 to 30 goal forward. Raya is better than Ramsdale. Right, let's do this in 2 parts. If you want to go all the way, you need 25 to 30 goals from a forward. Tina, I respectfully disagree. Yes. Man City won back-to-back, titles and got to a Champions League final and nearly beat Real Madrid and really should have won it the year before they actually did win the Champions League without having Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland just got them over the line. But they're winning major honours without it. We'd all love one, I agree, but I don't think it's like you need to. I think what you need to have is significant goal contribution. I think in Martinelli and Saka we're getting that more and more, but I don't think also we can just keep relying on them to chip in.
And Jesus aids that as well.
Of course, Jesus.
So does Trossard.
Yeah, very true.
However, you are right. Well, you did make the point perfectly. You said the ideal situation is when your strikers can bang in the goals.
Yeah.
And if not, you share them across the team, as Man City have done in the past, as Spain did.
Yeah,
when
as
they
we
were
did last
the
season
top
as
team
well.
in the world. However, I would argue that we're not quite at that level.
Let's hope Jesus' injury isn't too serious. And then that second part, which I've just missed out, I think you were saying that Raya is better than Ramsdale. Yeah, that's what Tina said. Okay, let's have this discussion because I suggested earlier that this could be a big game for Aaron Ramsdale. It's the first time we're going to see him since those, not just links, but like pretty heavy reports to, linking Arsenal to Raya to the point where now personal terms are supposedly agreed. And I said it in an update video, if personal terms are agreed, then all these conversations that we're asking ourselves, they've been had. Am I going to be a number 1? What's your plan for me next season? What's that going to look like? They've probably spoken to Aaron Ramsdale as well and said, look, if this player comes in, this is how it's going to look for you. So do you think there's pressure on Aaron Ramsdale, even though this is, with all due respect, an Emirates Cup game against Monaco, it's really our last sort of friendly where there's nothing really riding on it. Do you think there's pressure on Ramsdale tonight?
If the stories are true, then it's not just tonight. It's for the foreseeable future. There's pressure because Raya is a good keeper. I wouldn't argue with the guy that says he's better than Ramsdale. There's a lot to to say he is, but that's not putting down Aaron Ramsdale at the same time because I've seen Aaron Ramsdale be a key part of Arsenal's turnaround in the last 2-3 years. Yes,
massively.
He's got mistakes in him, but he's also young. He's 24. I think he's a very good keeper and has the potential to even be a better keeper than that. I think Veira is, all round the better keeper. So if he comes in, I'd assume he expects to, he's confident that he can become the future number 1 because Raya, I don't think is coming to be just the backup. So I think he's coming to fight for that position.
Yeah.
So Ramsdale's going to need to be on his toes. One thing I will say is Ramsdale starts the season. Even if Raya comes in, Ramsdale starts the season and it's his to lose. And if he does lose it, then it's Raya's to keep.
If I was Ramsdale, I'm not sure if worried the word I would be using, but I would be extra focused.
But
at the very least, because
that's what you want, though, right?
Exactly, yeah. Because come on now, he didn't have the best pre-season so far on the tour, did he?
Well, the Man United game was poor.
I'll be honest, yeah. Raya, you can look at his stats. I watched him last season. I've heavily focused on Ramsdale throughout last season, so my bias is going to lean towards Ramsdale. I'm not saying people are forgetting how good Ramsdale is. Yes, you're right, in pre-season distribution wasn't great, but he really saved us many times in that run last season. Like, he made some incredible saves. I'm not saying...
Sorry, I think people are forgetting how good Ramsdale
was.
Honestly. Not us in the discussion about it, but I think people...
Online, I've seen some horrible disrespect to what Ramsdale done for us last season, and I always mentioned it as well. He makes a key save in every game that can literally swing the match to the other team. team's advantage. So for me, I'm a big Ramsdale fan, and bringing in Raya, I don't think it's a negative. I think it just pushes him even more. But I think he needs that because Ramsdale, if you look at the team sheet and you come to a match on the weekend in the Premier League, the first name on the team sheet is either Bukayo Saka or Aaron Ramsdale. So you're always going to need competition. And I said that about Saka. I can say that for Ramsdale. I just feel like let's not forget how good Ramsdale is. And you made a great point, James, that actually has been playing on my mind for a while. Like, Raya might come in and be the cup keeper, but Ramsdale's worked so hard to get this team back into a cup competition. Getting us back into the Champions League is massive for this club. And how is he going to feel just be like, okay, I've got you guys back here, but I don't get to play in it because I don't know how, as a player and as a keeper, I don't know how you'll feel about that. But yeah, man, it's good signs. I don't think there's pressure on him tonight, personally, in my opinion. I think this is just a Emirates Cup game where he doesn't stand.
I would disagree.
You can disagree.
I think there is pressure on him because, God forbid, and we hope it doesn't happen. Supposing he screws up tonight and does something untoward.
So what happens then on Sunday?
There's pressure, if not, then the pressure's
Sunday?
building.
Does Turner start Sunday?
No, but the pressure's building.
I hear that, but if nothing changes Sunday though, so whatever happens, it's not going to like Turner's going to step in.
Might strengthen Brentford's negotiations.
Exactly.
Yeah, online we might be a bit loud for Ramsdale, and as the fan base might be like, oh, Raya's a great idea. But I feel like him, if I'm talking to the player now, I say, go and play your game Sunday. You obviously wouldn't say he was starting Sunday, but you just focus on today. And then when
if I'm Ramsdale and I pick up the proverbial newspaper or look at my phone and I see that Arsenal are in serious discussions to sign a keeper, naturally I'm thinking, oh man, they're coming from my position now. Or it's got to make him feel a little bit of.
We've got a poll going. If Raya signs, who should be number one? I'm going to vote Ramsdale.
I'm going to vote Ramsdale.
Anyway, 57% Ramsdale. We only got 100 votes. So get voting, and we'll check on that.
No, it's not even about Raya. I said Ramsdale should start the season number one. But realistically, if we're talking about if Raya comes in for 30 mil or around that figure, and the rumours are to be believed that he was our plan A a couple of years ago, just it didn't work out, so we moved on to Ramsdale. He's Spanish. Our goalkeeping coach coached him. If all of this is true and to be believed, and you take that into account, then long term, if he does come in, I do expect him to be our number one. But what it is, there's, of course, there should be a certain element of worry there because you've got a fellow, good player fighting for your position. But great players turn that worry into motivation.
Correct.
And I do think Ramsdale's got that in him. From what I've seen in All or Nothing and what I've seen of him in terms of his character, I think he's got that in him. But I think he's also got the other side in him too, where he can maybe, I don't want him to feel sorry for himself because at the end of the day, you have been part of the turnaround, but at the same time, when you're at a big club, a great club, that are hopefully on the way to achieving great things, ruthlessness is necessary. You just said, if Aaron Ramsdale makes a mistake today, nothing changes Sunday, he starts. Maybe that's why we're getting Raya, because
I understand that.
One too many of those.
I understand that.
At the end of the, last season he was great for us, but there was also moments there where maybe Arteta's looking at it like saying, I can't afford too many of those next season. We talk about how hard it is to go up against City, fight tooth and nail with them. You've got to be nearly perfect. So sometimes sentiment needs to go out the window when you're seeking perfection.
I'm saying he shouldn't worry at this stage. I think if once Raya's here, then it's a cause for concern, in my opinion. It's like when Ramsdale signed, Leno was number one, and people weren't saying that. People weren't really saying Leno should be worried. Is the fact that Aaron Ramsdale had to fight for his position, and it just changed over because Ramsdale took his opportunity. But I don't think he needs to worry at this stage. If Raya comes in, I think you're right. I think he needs to be pushed, and that I do agree with. If he does make a mistake, then make a change. But I think all of last season, Ramsdale didn't make a mistake big enough for me to be like, we need another goalkeeper. So I want to just keep highlighting the fact that let's not disrespect.
Yeah, but then Kieran Tierney didn't do anything really wrong the whole season before Zinchenko came in and transformed the team. Like, this is what we were talking about forever Arsenal. Sometimes Arteta can open our eyes to something, like Jesus, for example, up top. I think we all liked Jesus, whether we all loved him and thought he'd be this good. He's come in and then you've understood what he's brought to the team. And I fear for Ramsdale. I mean, I'm hopeful and happy for Arsenal, but I fear for Ramsdale that can Raya come in, and if Ramsdale is 80% what Arteta wants, but Ramsdale's 95% what Arteta wants, do we start to see this team in a slightly different way? So
what is the difference?
Maybe we're overdoing it from goalkeeper, because I agree with you that we do disrespect our players too much. The minute we signed Rice, everyone was just happy to basically get rid of Partey and put Havertz in the 8 and complete change our midfield. And it's like, hold on, let's not forget the balance we had and what we had that got us to where we were last season. Same with people who are just kind of happy to just get rid of Kieran Tierney. Yes, he doesn't do what Zinchenko does, but let's appreciate what he does do well and understand that sometimes you need slightly different things. And immediately, Timber had like 2 good performances in pre-season before I heard, well, White's probably out the team. And it's like, okay, maybe. But Ben White was one of our players of the season last year. So I just think, let's see what happens. I love to see ruthlessness from Arteta, but I also don't want to see recklessness. And I do think there's a fine balance, but I think Arteta's always been the right side of it so far. So let's see what happens with...
As I said, it's not so much a case of worry, it's additional focus, which I would argue that he needs, because let's be honest, the goalkeeping position is one of those crucial areas of the pitch. And if, for whatever reason, he's not quite performing at the levels that you want, with Raya coming in, you know that he's going to be a very able replacement. And let's face it as well, if you're Raya and his agent, you can just imagine him at the table with Arteta, can't you? And Raya's agent's going to be saying, listen, if my client does come here, what's the probability of him playing? Because we're not come here to, and this guy's a top keeper, he wants to be playing games, so can you give us any assurances that he will get a fair opportunity to play games? So that, let's not be fooled, that conversation would have taken place.
I agree.
So the minute Raya rocks up, he's looking to play games.
I agree. All right, let's talk about the rest of the 11. Declan Rice and Partey start together. I'm really happy about this.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Smith Rowe's there as well.
I wanted to say, because I noticed this while we was talking and shit, I just asked it back actually. When Arsenal announced the team, it actually in the tweet says Rice anchors our midfield. So is that the answer there? Is Rice our 6 and Partey our 8 today?
Maybe. That's a great point. It's a great spot. I hope not.
It must be though. If it says anchor, they must have put that there for a reason. I mean, they Tomiyasu at the back, Rice anchors our midfield, and Ketia
leads the line.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I expected as well.
But I don't know.
No, I wanted
him.
Partey at 6.
I wanted someone more proficient in the final third, in that 8th position as an upgrade on Xhaka. I think Xhaka done pretty well there. 7.
But what's Rice's best position at West Ham?
I'd say Rice's best position is the 6.
Yeah.
But I never envisioned Partey really being the 8 in terms of, okay, he can play that position, but I don't think he plays it in the way where I'd have hoped he'd be the man in the box, getting on the end of things.
I must admit, I've looked at him as coming in the 6th role.
Who?
Rice.
What, Rice?
Rice, yeah.
I think Partey is so good in that 6th role, and it makes our team tick. I remember when we was in pre-season, when he's out the side, I think we want to see Declan Rice so much. We watched it in pre-season, he played in that 6, and it wasn't the same from when Partey came back in. I think Partey should be the deep line defender, centre defensive midfielder there, and I think Rice should play the 8, but we're going to find out. It's a shame Martin Odegaard's, we said it in the preview, that's what we want to see, Martin Odegaard, Rice and Partey.
At least we'll see him both.
I think the beauty of Rice is that he can do both proficiently.
Yeah, they might, we might see both.
I think you can tweak it in lots of ways. You could have your back 3, Timber could overlap, and maybe both Rice and Partey sit. You could tactically mix it around. What would disappoint me is if it's Rice in the 6 and Partey in the 8 is, I keep saying this, I said it on tour, and I know obviously Arteta knows what he's doing, and he knows far more than all of us, but let's prove we can get back to what we were last year, with Partey sitting and a more box-to-box next to him. And the stats and the numbers and all the analysis done around Declan Rice, it doesn't lie. He played for West Ham on the left of a midfield 2, getting up and down, getting into those exact spaces that Granit Xhaka did.
Yep.
Let's know that he can at least do that if we need him to. Because what happens if we beat Forest 1-0 on the opening game, but we're not convincing? And then we've got Palace away and we draw that game. And then we're looking shaky in our home game after that. And actually Arteta needs to revert to type. Sometimes you've got to do that. Sometimes you need to know you can go back to what you were doing. And I appreciate this is still pre-season, he wants to try some things, but I just think against Barcelona, we saw Partey in that 6 and he ran things. And I'll be honest, he ran things far better than Rice did in the 6 against Man United.
100%.
Now, of course, it's Man United, and of course, it was his debut and there's a lot to learn and all that. But Partey, for me, looked far better in his game than Rice did in his. So I want to still keep testing Rice in other areas because he is versatile. I know Partey came and he used to be a number 8, so maybe we can bring that out of him again. But I would be disappointed if it's Rice sitting.
I think
Not disappointed, but
I get you. I think similar to to Balogun's position being, sorted by evidence across the pre-season, I think it's similar to this. I think Rice is our 6 now. I think it's done and dusted, and I think really and truly Partey is coming in for Havertz today, because I think the future is Rice, Havertz, Odegaard. I think that's what pre-season indicated.
Why wouldn't he just play Smith Rowe there or something?
Not too sure. I think he probably also remembers himself saying that Partey and Rice can play together. It's our last pre-season game. It's the last meaningless. The Community Shield has some meaning, but it's our last meaningless game of the pre-season. So it's probably the time to give it a go. But if Rice is at the 6 today, then I'd expect Partey to start the season on the bench and Havertz and Odegaard.
I'll add one last thing though as well.
I hate that.
On this Rice thing, and what Xhaka did last season a lot was he pressed from the front really well. Look at our throwing away a 2-0 lead at West Ham. It comes from Rice winning the ball high up on Partey, and they win a penalty out of it. Like, Rice is a supreme press with the ball. He's really good at intercepting, getting in front of his man. I also I'm not just doing this to get Partey in the 6, but even to unlock Rice's freedom to get forward and win the ball back, I want to see that. So, yeah, look, a lot of people, and I see on Twitter, a lot of people are saying Rice is the 6, everyone's just got to get used to it. And look, like, fair enough, like, a lot of people are saying it, and I'm open to that, especially because I thought Havertz did well against Barcelona in that area. But I don't want to not try this potential blend of Rice playing as the Xhaka and Partey still having his part in the team. But
yeah, like, what we see in that Arteta, obviously he spends more time than what we miss.
Is that Rice in the 6th position, Partey is the more fluid and Partey is the better player. Yeah, and Rice has the defensive attributes to open up the 8 more in the attacking sense.
That's true.
That's true and factual from the last.
But does Partey have that offensive sense?
I think he could. He used to.
But I think
Atletico we saw a little bit of it.
The plan must be two 8s rather than an 8 and a 10, or 2 10s rather than an 8 and a 10. That must be the plan. So as much as Xhaka filled in there last year, Rice has more interceptions than Partey and Xhaka and all of our midfielders. He has more ball-winning duels. He has more duels won. The percentage is high. So everything that will help protect both the back line and help protect the 2 midfielders in front, Rice has in abundance. So as much as, we want to see Partey there because it's tried, tested and worked, Arteta is still tweaking. He's still a young manager. This is his 4th full season in charge at any level. So this is what he wants to do. Will it work? We'll find out.
By the way, Eddie Nketiah captains the team.
Sorry, that's the first thing I want to say as well. Wow.
Look, well, whatever, it's a friendly. I'm not going to...
A joke team.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because
even you know that's a joke thing. Laurie knows that.
No, I mean, even I do. I'd give it to one of the starting regulars. Martinelli, Ramsdale... You got Partey.
I think he's trying to give the lads some confidence.
Declan Rice, future captain, supposedly.
Do you not think so? He's trying to give them a bit of confidence.
It's a friendly. I'm not going to whatever.
Don't read into it too much, I suppose.
Anyway, let's go through super chats before kickoff.
I thought you said it was a meaningless game.
No, I saw your face when he said it, and if your face was like that, that just means.
No, I was surprised, but I think that's a good move.
No, allow me, Laurie. He doesn't mean.
No, I explained why. Give him some confidence, make him feel loved.
Yeah, you're right, Laurie.
All right,
like Walcott in our 1000th game or whatever, was it? 1000th game?
Yeah. All right, super chats, everyone. From Universal Law says Costa has an extra 25 million. Raya has no backbone. That's Costa from, is it Porto, I believe? Yeah, another option. But you say an extra 25 million, then that's what, 50 million, 60 million you're spending on a goalkeeper. Leo says it's time to bring Kane back home. Imagine that. Dave Jordan says glad Ramsdale is going. Unreliable like Gabriel. Dave, I'm sure you're joking with us. Grucy says big love from Australia. Do you guys think Timber will eventually replace Ben White at right back or be the backup centre back? I think we'll just switch and alternate and mix it up. And I don't think he's going to win his place in this 11 that quickly, but we'll see him get plenty of game time as he's starting tonight. Andrew says most top-level strikers are not good distributors and don't fit our system. Shouldn't spend 100 million on a striker when we should focus on Saka backup and continue to strengthen midfield like City does. Where I agree with Turkish is Kudus can strengthen both areas. He can give us a false 9, he can give us a right winger, he can give us depth in that 8 role. So I think there's a reason we want Kudus. Kelechi says Onana is clear of England's number 2. Thank you, Kelechi. I'm sure you're a United fan. Or if you're not, listen, we'll see how Onana does. Yeah, we'll see. Lee says, is Ballo pushing too much for a move instead of biding his time? I appreciate his ambition, but the portrayed attitude seems a little entitled. I may be wrong though. PS, could see Sky Sports James. Thank you, Lee. By the way, Arsene Wenger there. Round of applause for him. Of course, they unveiled his statue as well, and it's good to see him at the Emirates and at the Emirates Cup. Universal Law then says Raya's worse than Ospina, but #1 in the world on the ball. Don't know. Is he worse than Ospina?
No, I think even his shot stopping.
Yeah, his actual goalkeeping stats are very good as well.
Across his collected, he was top 3 last year. I'm not someone who watches Brentford week in, week out, but as soon as we were linked to him, I looked at what you need to look at, and his numbers are up there. I like Ramsdale a lot.
Patrick says Rice is going to be our 6 for years, can't hinder development. Yeah, maybe. Well, let's see then. If Partey is the 8, let's see how he does in it. Partey's on the ball now.
Yeah, Rice seems further forward.
It looks. Listen.
I just took the kickoff. How did I further forward?
10 seconds.
He was right on a 7-second. I would stand when I was playing.
Hey, Rice is up the pitch,
forward,
man.
bro. I'm telling you.
And here's Partey on the ball. We've kicked off, and the Emirates Cup fighting for our 7th.
Yes, Jace. Are you ready? Have you got the sparklers?
By the way, they've got a few things wrong because Tomiyasu seems to be playing right back, or at least centre back. No, right back with Timber, Saliba, and then Kivior left back. Let's have a little look.
Oh.
And there's Kivior. What is this team?
What's going on? Hold on, I'm baffed as well.
Yeah, I'm all over the place here. So who's this? This is Partey.
He's definitely the default. He's definitely the default.
He's definitely the 6th.
Definitely. Yes. Good.
Timber's left back. Okay. So we've got Tomiyasu right back, Timber left back, Saliba, Kivior. That is the back 4.
Partey's playing a 6, yeah.
Partey
8
and Rice drifting left 8. Let's see.
How high is Emil? And Emil's, lovely.
Well, let's get on to the Arsenal social media team, yeah? Because they don't have a clue.
Yeah, anchors midfield.
Turkish was so strong with that as well.
No, it was a good spot. Right. It was a good spot.
It wasn't, it was their fault.
Yeah, anyway. Timber left back again, that's interesting. And then Partey and Rice. Let's see, and Smith Rowe. There, nice pass from Ramsdale. Who needs David Raya? Good from Smith Rowe. And Eddie losing the ball. Right, the Emirates Cup has kicked off.
Here we go. It's a big one.
Get your comments in, everyone. Get your thoughts in.
Silverware pending, people.
Looks like there's a good crowd in there.
Yeah,
there will be.
Yeah.
You're saying that. I can see some empty seats saying that, but
playing at the Emirates again.
Just getting in, I suppose.
Yeah,
it may not be sold out, but it's a good crowd. I mean, you have to remember it's 6 o'clock on a Thursday.
Partey pressing high. So Rice will sit there.
It's a weird time for a kickoff. I know the schools are out and stuff, but even so.
Yeah, it is a strange time, but I guess why go on till 10 o'clock when people have worked the next day and all that. Right, so as I said, the Emirates Cup, 2 minutes in, Arsenal versus Monaco. We'll probably see a very different 11. No Jesus in the team, everyone. And get in the link in the description below, by the way, Game for Ukraine. You can watch Robbie literally with the stream live in the metaverse, and he'll be commentating on it as well. And then getting some really cool exclusive interviews after the game with former players and all that. Zinchenko's giving you the call out as well to go and follow that game. So, of course, go donate via the link in the description below and in the chat. Arsenal looking to press here. Martin nearly winning it back. But Monaco still on the ball.
Let me just run through some score predictions quickly. Well, just remind me of your ones. Laurie, what was your score prediction that you got?
You've got to play. We've got to get this
Arsenal
right.
by a couple of goals.
Okay. Martinez is not happy with that pass from Eddie.
3-1. I know the rest of it.
The pass should have been in front of him and going into the box.
Oh, we're talking about Declan Rice being good, but that was a terrible touch.
Actually, and it wasn't a great touch with his chest when it went out of play. But
yeah.
Couple minutes in, I'm sure Declan Rice will start to settle. But I know I keep banging the same drum, everyone. This is why I want to see Rice playing this role. It's just to know he can do it. And if long term he's our 6, that's cool. That's fine. I trust Arteta. And listen, what am I going to complain about Declan Rice being our number 6? He's a top player. West Ham fans believe he's world class. But I just want to know he can do this if we need him to do it. Speaking of, I don't know where the hell he is now. He's just covering a left back
He's
now.
across the whole front line, though.
Monaco's passing has been
abysmal.
Loose, to say the least.
What do we make of Timber left back and Tomiyasu right back?
It's probably so Saliba becomes the middle of the 3 rather than Kivior.
Yeah, that's a bloody good point. Because you're right, ultimately it'll look the same. Timber will invert from whenever, but
yeah.
That's a really good.
So far, Timber's shown himself to be very fluid, so I think he's taking.
If you
a
need me
look
on
at a few
tactical insight
positions.
anytime, let me
Yeah,
know.
no worries, Turkish. No worries. I'll sort something out. I fancy a Monday off, actually. You ready for the 2 a.m. messages from Graham? Yeah. Listen, big up Graham. The amount of work he does for that show.
You'll be up.
Yeah, considering jet lag. Let's see. I also think it's another big game for Veira. You know, he's playing out on the right. He's never really had a kind of a solid position in this team that he comes into.
He ended the tour on a high after attracting some criticism. He scored a really good goal,
Yeah.
so that kind of got the critics off his back a little bit. But yeah, right. Games like this are important for him because he want to make a good impression
Going back to
on the manager and on the fans.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. You're so right, Turkish, because when Zinni comes in, right, Zinni's coming back in the team, so the team will want to have got used to the dynamic of Zinchenko coming in, so it makes sense to have Timber out there.
Is Tierney redundant from
Oh, that's good ball.
side then going into new season? Do you think there's nothing he can...
Tierney,
Kieran Tierney.
he's
when
good in pre-season, you know.
I know, I've liked him. I'm saying, is he redundant though? Is anything going into the new season? Like, is there a way that you think Arteta's going to be able to use him? Because I think there must be a way. I know all this inverted fullbacks and all that, but
I
Kieran
think
Tierney
even if
offers
you
something.
can't use him in the starting 11, I feel like even last season, I felt like he wasn't used enough off the bench.
I agree.
Certain times we were struggling to break teams down. I look at maybe the Brentford 1-1 in particular, and I just think to myself, he offers you a fullback that can break into the final third
cross.
and get balls into the box. And sometimes you've just got to kind of go route one in that sense and go for it. So at least let's see him use more like that if we are to
It's a
keep
poor
this.
corner.
Yeah,
from
I'm trying to
Veira.
think. It only really works when Havertz is in the field of play. I know you can get crossing the box, can be dangerous, but when it comes to ball-winning headers, the side, you don't see many of it.
Do you know what we could see more of? Yeah, if Rice and Partey are to play together, you could have them both as sitting sixes, and then Tierney as a fullback that overlaps, and then you can change. Ultimately, it's all about getting that 3-2-5 shape. However you
Another
get
poor
it.
corner.
That wasn't too bad, but
A counter in though.
yeah.
Two
there's
poor
Martinelli.
corners, if you ask me.
It's like the Man United pre-season counter. This is where.
Okay,
Yeah,
got
got-
away from Martinelli.
Yeah.
Got a little bit lucky there.
All
didn't
in.
it? Oh, well done,
It's
Emil.
literally similar.
That was
Never
it.
like it when you-
was-
Golovin's always been a good player, Russian guy. That's a good
He played
player.
well in one World Cup, no? Or the Euros.
I remember.
I think it was the World Cup.
Oh, 4 euros,
That touch was
Golovin.
necessary though.
massively.
Good ball in.
They've got a couple of good players. Golovin,
Ben Yedder's class. This player
Ben
I
Yedder.
always liked. Yeah,
He's a good
always liked
player.
Ben Yedder.
Laurie, give me your thoughts on Smith Rowe. I thought he looked quite bright against Barcelona.
He did. He also had, had a good Euros. So he's coming off the back of some decent form.
Yeah.
It's a big season for him coming up, actually.
Where'd you see him?
Last season he was disappointing. He obviously had the injuries
Yeah.
as well. He'll be one of the people I'll be looking out for this season to try and make an impression.
Where'd you see him? Midfield or forward? Like out on the wing, or is he a midfielder? Like he's
Primarily he's a midfielder, but I mean, obviously he can go forward and score goals.
Yeah.
But it's a big season for him coming up.
He has to adapt into that midfield.
I can remember there was a game last season, forget the actual game, where he'd coming off the back of a few injuries, he got back in the team and then he got injured in the warm-up and you could see him coming off in tears, and people were starting to say at that time, oh, good save by Ramsdale.
Forget Raya, man.
Golovin with the shot.
Remember, everyone.
Ball in.
Still defending.
I think it's no secret, James, that you're seeing a bit more of him in the pre-season.
We ain't really found our feet yet though, man.
Huh?
We ain't
I
really
agree.
found our feet yet.
No, we haven't.
I think Emil Smith-Rowe, I think, listen, he's stacked on that left side, Trossard and Martinelli. I think he has to find his place in that midfield. I feel like every time I ask people questions, if Martin Odegaard goes down, who's the next player in line there? Some may say Havertz, but for me, I'd like to see Emil Smith-Rowe be that player if that ever happens.
I'll tell you one thing I would say about Emil Smith, and this is something that I noticed from him on the American
Fabio
tour,
Veira,
is if you look at his physique, you can tell he's bulked up a bit. Now, whether that's him getting older and naturally filling out, or maybe he's been in the gym and he's working on his upper body strength, but he certainly looks to me
Nice ball.
like somebody who's a bit, you know,
Yeah, no, I get that. I think for some, a lot of them are just, they fill out a bit more.
something that a lot of people say Fabio Vieira should concentrate on, by the way.
Long ball, and it was not a bad one. And Smith Rowe picks up the second ball. So that's good from Emil. That's really nice. And here comes Declan Rice. Go on, drive forward. Show us what you got. Goes wide to Martinelli.
Head down, Marty. Head down.
And he didn't use Timber there on the overlap. He decided to come back to Rice, but he needs some help.
He apologised also.
Yeah, Arsenal starting to play a little bit here. That's nice. Super chat from Harry says, off topic. The best achievement of Arteta last season was not getting the best out of Xhaka, but actually making Turkish believe again and start wearing the Arsenal merch once more. I think we can all agree with that.
I got a lot of comments about that still.
He explained it well in that. Do you see the AFTV extra clip?
I told people it's about, obviously, if Arsenal start doing the right things off the pitch, then...
On the pitch?
I want to wear off the pitch, intern on the pitch.
Okay, yeah.
Intern Arsenal merch. You can
Donate.
spend 100 million on Rice, I'll spend £100 on a kit.
Why is Glasgow sent a super chat saying donating £2 to Laurie? So donating £2 to tell Laurie it's Wednesday. What does that mean?
Yeah, because he said earlier.
Oh, did I say
He said Thursday. And I said Wednesday.
a Freudian slip?
I think we can forgive that one.
I really need to get in this game.
It feels
man.
like
10 minutes,
Thursday.
man. We haven't nothing.
Who is that? Is that Fabio Vieira?
No, it looked like Martinelli.
Martinelli.
Turkish is right though. 10 minutes and we've not settled at all.
Monaco do look quite lively though, actually, to give them
They're
credit.
fairly sharp.
Yeah.
Does the French league start at the same time as us?
Yeah, it does. Same day.
His trophy's as big as the Champions League, so I can see why they're up for it.
Turkish, you're going to allow this?
If I kill him, I'll go jail, innit? Can I do?
That was
And the
poor.
switch of play.
They're playing, but like you said, the passing's not it's not amazing, Monaco.
Well, Mikel doesn't look overly happy, does he?
Yeah, he's always on that.
I'll tell you what, I loved...
See, this is where I would slightly disagree with my boy Turkish here when he described the game as meaningless. What the manager will be looking at is the combinations in the team, how players are gelling,
Nice.
That was a good pass.
levels of fitness, you know what I mean, concentration levels, all stuff like that. It's not so much about the results for these games, it's about some of the things he had been working on in training, you know. So he's looking for those little extra bits of...
Yeah, you're right.
Lucky, should've
Patterns
gone
of play
Yeah,
and all of that.
because let's be honest, man, the season is fast.
It's next week.
We're coming.
I'm not sure why Smith Rowe tried to go inside to Eddie there when there was a really good ball out to either Tommy or Vieira, I'm not sure who.
Battery is low on that.
But yeah, 12 minutes in, Arsenal yet to have a shot.
I'm saying that Monaco did have a good. They had a chance when Aaron Ramsdale made that save as well. So yeah, we need
Yet to really have a passage of play, let alone a shot. We haven't really,
Jules says, I forgot James's boy Vieira was playing. Yeah, he's had some nice touches. Jared says we need a top striker to provide competition for Jesus. Eddie ain't it, and it seems we're going to sell Florian. If Gab is hurt already, we're in serious trouble. Let's relax.
Nice.
Go on.
Martinelli's in.
Go on.
I think that should have been a pen. Can he cut it back?
No. A fair play. Listen, I was about to give Eddie some heat because he hasn't warmed into this game at all. He's lost his battle with his defender the whole time. That's the first time.
To be honest, it was Veira there that won the ball.
True, but that pass was...
Yeah, the pass was nice.
It was nice, but I hear what you're saying, but...
Oh, that's good.
Well, Partey wins the ball back.
Well, yo.
His coverage is shocking.
Veira into the box, but
That's good.
too many men round him.
Oh, Tommy.
Oh.
Give him the ball away. Now can Arsenal win it back on the press?
Come on, man. I think we needed that little chance there as well.
Yeah. Surprised Martinelli, he's a very honest player. He really is. I'm not saying, I know people in the game, the Furious want him to be, but that could have been.
I think it's more the guy that pulled out.
Did he pull out? It looked like it was. Hold on. Are they showing it now?
Should have Veira here.
Yeah,
that's good.
But the way of pass on this was.
Yeah, it was good.
Was there contact here? We went down, I reckon.
There was very little, if any, contact there, if I'm being honest.
I've seen them.
Nah.
Overall.
No chance. Nice, Saliba.
Here's Timber coming into midfield.
Nice.
Good to see.
It's a good ball as well.
Right in
Lovely
front
ball
of
out.
him.
Rice over, underlapping there.
Nice. Get it in. Cool.
Poor ball, but some nice patterns.
Nice.
Partey
Timber.
also high. A lot of teams
Timber.
further forward have.
He's very comfortable on the ball, isn't he, Timber?
Oh,
Yeah.
he's
I think
a
of
joy to-
the,
he's a joy
um,
to watch. I'll be honest.
The new recruits in the American tour, he was the one that impressed the most, didn't
Timber.
Timber.
Yeah.
he was.
Yeah.
he? Of the new recruits.
He was a joy to watch.
Partey gave the ball a
Oh,
bit
nice.
cheaply away there, but
He's a good defender there.
Yeah.
we move.
Composed.
Let me check. Who's their defender is linked to Chelsea, isn't he? Which one is it? Is he?
No,
is he
he's
Fofana.
Huh?
Didn't they sign him
One of
already?
their players. Is it Fofana? that-
Dizazi.
Yeah.
Yeah, they signed him.
They've that's all
It's
agreed.
been
isn't it?
agreed and confirmed like a 38 million.
They're not bad. So I think, they finished 6th in the League One last week. Monaco.
Yeah, that's not great.
So they're not a bad team.
Oh, who's
That
picking him up?
Monaco,
Who's pick-
the Monaco team of 2016-17, I think,
Yeah.
was legendary team.
Even
Who led the line with
2015.
Mbappe?
2015.
Wasn't Berbatov there one year?
I think in a year or two before that. I think you're right.
They've always had decent players. I mean, like I said, I think they finished 6th last year. So
What was their team when they had Bernardo on the right, Lamar on the left?
Oh,
Was
yeah.
it Bakayoko and Fabinho in midfield?
Yeah.
And who was up front with Mbappe?
I can't remember that one.
Was Falcao still there?
Not 2016. A little bit. I thought it was earlier.
Let us know in the comment section.
Was it
What
14?
was that
I thought it
11?
14, 15.
I don't think
There's Sidibe right back, Mendy left back. Who are the centre backs?
can't remember.
Strong squad though.
It's a good team. It's a
Some
really, really
names.
good team.
Someone said Falcao in the chat, bro.
It was Falcao. Falcao and Mbappe.
oh, that's a bad ball. Giving it away.
Yeah, Champions League year with us, 2015. Boy, what moved to the Emirates? Absolutely moved to.
Monaco getting back into it.
Yeah, they're starting to find their
They had
feet
a
as
couple
well.
minutes there.
This has happened a lot towards the end of last season. You know, like the teams. I think at first normally, once they find their feet at the Emirates, we lost our bite on the game. It's very concerning. I think next season or this season coming, I want us to make sure
Nice.
our home form is a lot stronger. What a ball that is from Declan, by the way.
Oh, that is nice.
That was. Is he giving that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's given it. Good. That was a nice touch from
Very
Veira.
lightweight of Abioni.
Right, man.
As long as you win the foul,
Very light.
there was a handout.
But when it's slowed down, it looks 10 times worse in full speed.
To be honest, he done him, man. If
Yeah.
the guy didn't put his hands up, he would have been a meme.
It was a nice head.
Because that was a touch.
Come on, I'm here for Fabio, man. Please.
It's a big,
Who am I
big
champion
season
in
for
this
him
game?
coming
It
up.
is.
Champion and Declan Rice, man. I want him to get a goal today.
See, look where Timber is there. It's good to see, man. These are the kind of combinations and balance I want to see in this team.
Nice.
That's nice from Fabio.
Good,
Oh,
yeah.
if he's got this right,
Nah, it's floating away.
it's just a bit too much. Fabio, I'm here for you, please. he just needed to slice it a little
Look
bit.
at James trying to, he's like, just a little bit less.
A little bit.
He's unlucky. At least he's coming
So
to the ball.
what's the latest
Yeah.
then with regards to Balogun? I know you touched on it earlier, Turkish. So what do we know or don't know?
He's gone, man.
Yeah, he's gone. I could, the energy that.
For me,
he's been
when
given.
you're 2-0 down against United and he doesn't come off the bench. And then
There was also rumours going around that he was training on his own. out
since
there.
then,
Is that true? Or
training
not?
alone.
Yeah, I think something maybe in-house with I don't know what it is with Mikel maybe because there's a lot like he hasn't come on. He keeps James mentioned every time
offside.
it's offside.
Offside.
Every
Is it?
time,
Miles off. Are they-
every time that's a good save.
Do they have VAR?
Remember that people?
Yeah.
Ramsdale again. Ben Yedder. Every time Balogun gets a chance.
Crediting Ramsdale. That one. Oh my word.
Every time, Flo gets opportunity in front of the press, he does mention, he's looking to
Big and strong there.
move.
Ramsdale stood strong, imposing.
Hey, some keepers, I'll be honest, some people fly out and get that wrong. And get that wrong.
Maybe KG, but
He's actually a very good keeper.
I
I
saw him-
played the
I
game.
did see him make
He
one
wasn't
great
bad
save.
in goal. He was terrible out on field, by the way, but in goal he wasn't too bad. Kept their
Come on.
team in it.
Here's Veira. I'm your biggest fan, mate. What have you got?
I'm champion and
Look at
Rice.
that ball back to Tomiyasu. That was just... It's like watching Lionel Messi.
Nice touch, Martinelli.
Well done, Martinelli.
Need Eddie to step up in this game as well. I hope he gets a goal.
that's good.
Well on Rice.
Nice.
That's what you got me.
This is why we give you 100.
still got it, Fabio.
There, man.
That's meat and drink.
I think he kept it on.
That's meat and drink, Eddie. What's he saying?
I'm gonna say thank
What's
you.
he saying? Oh, I was gonna say
He's
because
saying you overhit it.
He might.
no. He's got to be there. That's your area. Come on, Eddie. Big chance.
Nah, I don't think you can blame him too much.
Oh, he's got
Good football. Good to know he's got left foot on him. Declan for 105 million.
That's the first good bit I've seen from him in the 8 though. So hopefully he grows into the game more. Because before that he was
sloppy, so at least.
Bit
he was
passive.
sloppy.
Oh my, give it. Yo. That's not
Oh,
a foul.
that's not good,
It's not a
man.
foul.
It was a foul.
With hands on
bullied
hands
there.
on shoulders.
Yeah, but he
Yeah, it
got.
was a foul.
I'm with Cessa on that one,
It
man.
was soft. It was soft for sure.
It was soft.
But football's soft now, isn't it? So
Kiwi's got to wake up though. You can't be.
I'm not sure if you get away with that in the Premier League, man.
That was a soft.
Imagine if that was Erling Haaland bearing down on you like that.
I think with a player like Haaland, he probably wouldn't have to foul you to get that, if that makes sense. That's good.
Play.
Nice.
Go on, Martin.
Well, we're starting to see better patterns. Here's Timber.
And this is what the
FIFA
manager will be looking at. That's why you see him pacing up and down with that intense look on his face.
Do you know what Timber reminds me of? Do you ever play football like with a new group of people, yeah? And then there's always that one player that you go, oh, okay, cool, he's the sick one.
Yeah, he's played. Yeah.
Like, he plays in that way. Just everything's a bit quicker, everything's a bit... Oh, hello.
Done well to get out there. Well done, Eddie.
Oh, my word.
Emil.
go on, Eddie, look around, man.
No, it wasn't a
That's a
great
bit
ball
of a
from
nothing
Veira.
No, man, he should have looked
Yeah, so
around.
I look straight at you. I've got a champion Eddie today.
Wasn't a great ball, but
Eddie and
it was
Declan.
still.
Fails.
That's nice. What have you got for me, Declan? Lovely
Go
ball.
on, Fabio.
Lovely assist, surely.
You're reaching. Lovely assist, Sean. No. James is dying for Fabio. An actual instinct, attacker instinct.
Some good
He would
football,
have probably aimed for goal there, but Fabio has not got that.
I actually don't, yeah, can he really aim for goal there?
I think you can loop it back. I mean,
He should have
You
headed
can
it
power
down.
that across,
He should
yeah.
have headed it down to Emil instead of back post to Eddie.
It's good to know Declan's got a left foot, because that's a good delivery, you know.
Back to back.
players have 2 feet, James.
Wow. I've seen some.
Yeah, actually, you're very right. You're very right.
There are some
Not all can use their left foot.
I always think you can't surely get to this level without
used to-
having any ability on your weaker
I
foot,
used to
but
think that
some
back in the
genuinely
day.
can.
Nowadays, I feel like that's slowly getting pushed out a bit. You have to be able to use a weaker foot a little to a standard. Back in the day, some players just all 1 foot.
Dave Jordan says Rice has a better final ball than Odegaard, by the way.
Brother.
Harrison asks, how's
your guy.
Cecil's acting career going? Do you want to answer that? How's it going?
Well, I was in
Ask
Little
Harrison.
Mermaid. I got credit. You know, it's there. IMDb, it's there. You know, it's all right. To be fair.
Co-star role,
That's
yeah?
probably what he's asking you because of.
Oh, is he? I thought he was trying to give me a dig because of.
Because of what, Cess?
What? Because of what? No, that's your rapping career.
Yeah, true. No, acting's gone alright to be fair. That's true. The acting, if you've seen some of the welcome videos, the acting's there. Yeah, it's going well, man. But yeah, we're focusing on presenting as well. Yeah, it's good. Hold tight, Little Mermaid every time.
22 minutes.
Go on.
Quarter in.
Here
Well
we
done,
go.
Timber. Really good from Timber.
Breaking up play.
All we've got to show is 2 good Declan Rice balls in.
Yep.
Yeah, we had no shot on goal, have we? We haven't tested the keeper really.
I'm not going to lie,
I don't know what I want Eddie to be that guy. I want him to be. I just feel like every time he's in this side, I don't feel the, you see Jesus in the starting 11, you just feel, okay, something's gonna happen, we can
Well done,
rely on him.
Martinelli.
This, I just can't see it right now.
well done.
Come on, Eddie,
Nice.
come on, get a goal here. That was good movement from him, to be
Is
fair.
that a corner?
Should be. No?
No. Unlucky. Better football. Martinelli's looking quite sharp.
He
Timber's
has.
looking sharp.
Eddie's gonna be staying as well. There's been no links for him to move away.
Yeah, there has. Palace.
Yeah, but I don't think it happened.
You got guys in.
Who said that? That he's been removed?
Call them.
I actually
Who,
think that-
Eddie?
You said cool man, you're fat.
Huh?
You're fat,
Yeah.
you know. You're
He's
fat,
not going
boy.
anywhere, man.
I don't think he's going anywhere either.
He's not going.
Which is why that's why I'm wanting him. Like James and Fabio Veira, Champion and Eddie, man. Come
I
on.
have a feeling there's going to be a late panic bid for Eddie coming in. Because
Yeah, but they won't sell him.
call me crazy, yeah, and Turkish, try not to laugh the whole way through me saying this. The one thing about Eddie, whether he can do it consistently for a Premier League club or whatever, he does know how to get into like the right spaces and find the back of the net. And actually, apart from just at that top Premier League level where we've needed him, he's actually scored goals at most levels we've asked him to play in. So I can see a Palace or someone just going, we need goals. What's Eddie giving 20 million? That is poor.
Saliba, he should never have went down
Missed
there.
time, no?
That's unlike him.
I could see a bid coming in.
You may say a bid coming in.
We can see a bid coming in, but they're not going to sell him.
I also see the other side that Mikel Arteta, when he backs a player like he did with Xhaka, I think he has that stubbornness to be like,
rubbish.
I want to prove to everyone that I can make this player something. And I feel like he could be thinking that a little bit with Eddie.
Has he been yellow carded, yeah?
Yeah, that was.
Must have for that.
Did he get a yellow?
that was
He's put his
awful.
name up there. Did he get yellow?
Diallo with Super Chat says, Fabio needs help from Tommy, overlap for once. Yeah, I mean, I sort of get it. I think he needs more help from Smith Rowe actually than Tommy Askew. I think the idea is that Smith Rowe should be running the channels, whether it's outside or inside, to help him out. But look, they'll be getting used to that. Let's see if we can defend this free kick. Someone asked where we're watching the game. It is on the Arsenal website just before this free kick's taken. Do go and join Robbie in the Metaverse on Saturday, 5th of August, for the game for Ukraine. You can literally watch the game in the Metaverse and get his commentary straight after. Donate via the link as well. Straight into the wall. That's poor.
It was a bad cross. Just off topic.
Nice.
You know that.
Oh, unlucky.
Hold on. He's trying to bridge it.
He's not good. He's not good. That was a lucky one.
The kit you've got, the goalkeeper kit, yeah. What kit is that alongside? Is that alongside the yellow, that one that Laurie wears, the goalkeeper
It's
one?
meant to be the home kit.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I
But
think the goalkeeper kits are just a bit more random.
he's in blue, yeah.
Like it, so for example, he's not going to wear black.
Oh, he's not going to wear
today
black, of course,
because-
sorry.
yeah.
Sorry, of course. That just confused me.
But you know how referees wear either black or they wear literally this colour. So I think there's a chance that here, like when we wear that, the referees have to wear black, depending what the opposition.
position have to wear.
You basically have to get 5 different colours on a pitch.
Yeah.
So let's see. Well done, Saliba.
Oh
Unlucky.
Lord, they've thrown loads of players. Hold on, they've got
Where?
loads of players
Why
forward.
is
They've got
Pulisic
loads
so
of players
deep?
forward. It's good defending.
I'm noticing some of their players are pretty quick, you know.
They are rapid.
Rapping on the counter.
The gaps are it's too open though.
Do you know what we're not seeing enough of? You know those passes into pockets of space where even like Zinni would do it to Xhaka, where like obviously it's Timber and Rice today, so there's kind of new relationships to build. But I don't feel like we're cutting through teams like butter like we used to.
It's also spatial awareness though, because if Martin Odegaard was on the pitch, I don't know what it is, but he finds such pockets that it feels like he's got so much space for other players to work off. With him not in the side, I feel like we're missing that.
Good header away. 10k of you watching, please hit the like button, subscribe to AFTV if you haven't yet, as Arsenal continue to defend the leftovers of this set piece.
Very convincingly there.
Yeah, I'm not as comfortable as.
We're defending the final ball, we're not getting out really.
I tell you,
This
Monaco
player's
don't
good.
look
This
bad,
player,
though.
this number.
I'm not. Monaco look a decent side though.
Shelley goes, this is crap. And I think probably saying what most of us are trying not to say,
Which is what?
this is crap. The performance has been pretty rubbish. But
Well, is that because they expected to roll Monaco over?
Oh, decent.
my smartwatch has just told me to get up and move. This is for the smartwatch.
Oh, that's good by Martinelli. Oh, look, that's very good.
You should have done a lap at least, James. One lap round the sofas at least, bro. Come on, man.
I think with that little passage of play there, if you're Eddie,
all right, yeah.
you'll be a little bit disappointed there because he made the run.
Happy with me now.
Martinelli had the.
Nowhere.
Yeah. Good.
There we go.
Fitness done for the day.
There we go. 10,000 steps.
Is that
Martinelli had the run of the defender, but didn't put the ball in, and Eddie made quite a rapid run towards the near post and didn't get the ball.
Nice.
What place to leave her? I once went on a 20-minute run. My watch goes, nice walk. I was furious. Go on, let's see what we've got here.
I need to do some more exercise
Okay.
this year.
Eddie kept that alive, you know. That wasn't a
That
good
was
pass from Partey.
lovely.
No, that was decent.
That was
nice.
decent.
That was good.
I'll give him that.
That was good.
Are we winning this next ball? Yeah, we are.
Keep it alive. Let's go. We've come up to the 30-minute mark and we still haven't had a shot at the keeper.
I still think we needed one more rate and one more striker, really, if I'm honest.
I think we need another 8 or 10
That's
or
why,
10.
that's why
10.
the Kudus thing will make so much sense, because in matches, without that, you're going to get matches like this where you know you're struggling to score or create chances or make something happen, and I don't think we've got enough to turn it around on the bench right now.
Rice's tired. Where is he?
Who?
Rice. Saying that tired there. Oh, it's a corner.
Oh no, it's a shame. We
days.
worked so hard. Okay, where a corner from a nothing position. Well, it's not happening for you. It's not happening for you. Is it?
Oh.
29 minutes in, basically 30, and nothing.
Are people really excited for, like, obviously we are excited for the start of the season, but where's everyone's feeling now? You like optimistic, because obviously off the back of last season now our expectations are higher. Where are you at off the back of what you've seen pre-season, this so far? Are you going into it confident or?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Headed away.
Yeah?
You
there wary?
can't be confident of the league with Man City and Pep there.
Oh, Monaco.
Oh, 1-0 Monaco.
And thoroughly deserved, I have to be honest. Well, thoroughly deserved. They've been better than
Someone got shredded there on the left
Fafana
side.
with a goal. Martinelli got absolutely blitzcast. Way too easy.
I did say, I mean, I've been saying for a while, they look a decent team. I've been saying that.
They look sharp.
This is poor. This is poor. I know he said that.
Yeah.
No, give credit. Listen, man, give
Credit to
credit.
who?
That was a good goal.
No, I'm not taking away
Look
from
at this.
Monaco.
Look at the way he beat him here. Look, and then the ball in as well.
It's poor defending.
That's a good ball.
It's a good goal. It's a great goal from them. But I'm just saying, from us, from our point of view, this
Look
is
at that
poor.
finish. That's a
you
great
know,
finish.
you know what's happened is 3 of them have held a line, but obviously Timber's dropped back to defend, which is what I want to see our defenders do. Just get back in the box. That's poor.
How does he react to head
Really,
that quick
really
as
poor.
well?
1-0
Fun
Monaco.
I mean, if we're being honest, the 2 best chances being created prior to that have come from
We haven't had a shot.
breakaways.
Target.
And I did mention him earlier,
1-0
Fafana.
Monaco.
Yeah, Ben Seguir, that
He had been looked at by a number of Premier League clubs. I spoke about Ben Yedder as well, who looked sharp, and then obviously that. You know what? Come on, man.
We went 1-0
Respond.
down to Barca, and I thought that was a great performance. But the
Respond.
thing is, we looked like scoring when we went 1-0 down.
Yeah.
But we looked like scoring again when we went 2-1 down. We haven't. It's not that we've not looked like scoring. It's just that it's not been fluid. You know, the nice moments of football have been too few and far between. Is that the same?
These games are, they serve their purpose in that, you know, they.
No, but losing your own cup is jarring. I know it's so small. It means nothing. It just makes it just for the banter side of life. It's just jarring. If I'll keep it real. Like
I'm not overly asked about that.
no.
When
Ben's a
we
good
were
player. He's a good player.
2-1, when we were 2-2 at half time against Barcelona, I think you were in the press box. I said, you know, I won't be as bothered if we don't win this game, because I've seen a lot from the Arsenal performance I've liked. We end up going on and winning that game 5-3. This isn't one of those games where you can go, okay, but we're looking really sharp. We're looking like we're just struggling to.
Oh, that's a good ball. Shoot!
His run was weird. It's like
It was a weird one, wasn't it?
like he slowed down. I don't know what he was going. He was trying to make the angle to get the ball in, but like he could have just went straight to the ball. Anyway.
Smith Rowe slipped it into Nketiah. It was quite clever. We saw that against Man United.
Is it
But
me,
it's
but
cut
did he
back.
delay the shot a little bit?
Yeah,
He just slowed to get to it.
he slowed
It
down.
looked to me like he delayed the shot.
Yeah, good ball from Fabio Veira.
We
He's
need-
got
the
good
last-
delivery.
The
They're all-
last
they're all-
couple- last couple
They're
of
all at the back
corners.
post. So what?
That's better. That's good.
And headed over from
Is that
Partey.
Partey? Yeah.
Yeah, headed over from Partey.
It's just
33 minutes gone. 1-0 Monaco.
It's just a feeling kind of going into Sunday for me. Watching this, obviously, it might not be, this won't be the same. Probably 11 that starts there, but you want to have confidence. I know it's only 1-0, so plenty of time left, but
I'll tell you what, I'll tell you what you guys think. You may or may not disagree with me. I know it's a pre-season friendly and results are not important, but if you look, say if we don't win this one, okay, and then you play City and you don't get the result you're looking for,
yeah, it changes my.
You're then going into the
changed my mood
season.
of a week. Yeah,
Send him off.
You
Oh,
go,
well, yeah, actually. Oh.
you go into the season then with the mood decidedly on a
Yeah.
downward trajectory, which is not good, really, is it?
Yeah, but the tone I think is set in the first game of the season.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just saying, but if you contrast that with last season where we had a really
Yeah.
good pre-season,
Yeah, of course.
by the time that first game came around, everybody was optimistic. You know, so it's interesting.
What's going on? Saliba's fine. Saliba's got to cut this out.
He's been found out.
In the Premier
a
League
couple of times,
game, he's probably sent off.
That challenge that he did to get the yellow card was so out of his
rubbish.
character.
He never goes to ground.
Yeah, no, not like that. It's more like he was so late. That's so unlike him. Is that
To be
food?
fair, they're getting in on our right-hand side really, really.
They do have, I said it at the start, they do have some pretty quick forward offensive players.
That Ben Seguir, that number 44, he's been lightning for them.
Pretty nippy, man.
He's been good. Oh my. How many?
Oh, look.
He's onside, isn't he?
He is.
He's onside. He wasn't off,
I
was he?
think they got undone by the trickery there with the decoy free kick takers. Because look,
Yeah, he was on.
he's
If
he
he's
should
off,
really
if
have
he's
done
off-
better than that.
If he's off, it's fractional.
It was a free kick to the back post, and Arsenal just didn't drop
They switched off.
Even if he
Didn't
connected with
drop
that.
with the,
went in.
with the taker. 10 minutes.
That was not offside. But, oh look, Ramsdale. Oh, come on.
Yeah, go over these, all right.
Have you been watching Laurie Arsenal all season? You know, we play out the back.
That was good. That was good from Kid. That's good. That's good from Rice. Now go inside to Smith Rowe. Look up.
That's
Look
good.
up.
This is good. There's space everywhere.
Oh, took forever though. Okay,
Get on the overlap.
Got the overlap. You got the overlap.
Hang up.
True.
Right. Oh.
Chose not to use it.
I actually didn't mind that
Yeah, Rice
because
is at the
I
back
don't
post.
think that was a. It didn't look like there was an obvious route in for Tommy.
I don't know, man.
me
I
anyway.
think the overlap was on. But hey, they've got to.
It's a poor first half, and as much as I said it's meaningless, it does.
It's not meaningless then.
No, it's meaningless in terms of the result. Okay. But you need to see something. I expect Arsenal to be creating chances.
Yeah.
At the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Forget a clean sheet and all of that, but the bare minimum, I expect some, fluid football without any pressure.
That's a good call.
I'm a little bit tired of waiting to see Bukayo Saka come on and try and save the day.
Yeah.
And Odegaard, if I'm honest. So you're right. That's what's disappointing.
They're on the counter
We
attack
should be able to
again.
dispatch this team. 2-3. Yeah,
mean, let's
1-0
be-
down. Peñeta. It's just.
I've got to be honest and say they've
Everything
looked a
so.
bit sharper than us, right, in this first half.
Yeah, they have.
Just keeping it real.
They have looked sharper. And I thought our sharpness was good against.
Barcelona.
Against Barcelona, it was.
United, it was awful. Absolutely awful.
I mean, it's interesting. I don't know if you saw.
Should be. Yeah.
You guys are out there. There was an interesting exchange after the game between Xavi and
Arteta.
yeah.
Oh, well done.
That's good.
That was good. Oh, that was.
Great ball.
This is Timber. Go on.
Where's Eddie?
Oh. You gotta keep-
So that was Timber bursting from right back, and it looks like Tommy slotted to left back. So I don't know if this is a tweak in the.
This is a.
That's
what-
great.
class. And this way of pass here. What a ball.
Lovely ball.
That's a
Brilliant
great
from
ball.
Parker.
Great run.
Could he have?
The final ball wasn't great.
He could have carried on.
Should have took touch.
Yeah, so there was an interesting exchange at the end of that game where Xavi was sort of complaining a little bit about Arsenal's intensity.
Yeah. I think
Which
that's
is interesting
I think that's
because in the
ridiculous.
previous game, some of the Arsenal fans were critical of our intensity against Man United. People were saying that they were a bit more intense.
But also the
than us.
challenges that Barcelona were putting on the Arsenal players was ridiculous. I don't know. He had no argument.
That's poor.
Stupid.
Come on.
Who was that? Martinelli.
Yeah.
Lost the ball on the left. Monaco back in possession.
Intensity. You complain about intensity. It's a football match. Like, grow up. Honestly.
Also, his player started it.
Yeah, that's exactly that. Press.
Oh, that's clever. Oh, look.
He's not going to pull it back for that though, is he? That was right.
He did as well.
He pulled it all. Oh, my days. Played the ball.
Oh, it's an
Oh,
English
play-
Premier League ref. Oh, shouldn't know.
Oh, what a shock.
I wonder how the refs get their pre-season. Is it just this? Just getting rotated onto pre-season friendlies?
Probably.
I'm sure they have fitness tests as well. They're quite intense.
No, they do.
From what I
Yeah,
hear,
they
they're
do.
very intense.
It must have to be quite. Oh, that's very good.
Imagine the Mark Clattenburg USA tour. Some great games. All Stars versus Arsenal. Then I got El Clasico in New Jersey. You wouldn't believe it.
Martinelli played. Where you going?
Why
Where you going?
Come on, man.
You went into two players going back when there was spaces in front of you, my friend. What are you doing?
Yeah, so this isn't just a covering each other thing. Timber's slotted to right back.
That's good, Eddie.
Really.
Oh, that's great, Eddie. Go on, shoot!
That's just nice.
That would have been unreal.
Nice.
Yeah, imagine if he bangs that top bins. He's done well there, though. I'll give him.
It's good.
I'll give him that. Still can't remember the keeper being worked.
No.
He hasn't.
Lord. And as a striker, you go in at half time. I remember my man used to ask me, how many shots have you had? And so I made the keeper work. That used to be the most embarrassing question.
He did really well there,
done
actually,
nothing.
Eddie.
0. It's your job.
Veira corner 40 minutes in. No shots on target so far.
Come on, let's make the keeper work, man. Better yet, let's make it go in.
Can't even see
I
it.
thought it was
Yeah,
in.
I can't see either. The light.
Headed out. What are you doing,
Well,
Steve?
nothing came from the corner, and we're not really able to do anything after. We're not sustaining pressure very well. Is that if we have one attack, we then got to wait 6-7 minutes till our next one?
When we ain't got 6-7 minutes left of the first half, so
So dominating, man.
it's been lifeless, man. Really.
Yeah.
The performance. Martinelli had a bit of life in him early on.
Like I said, I hate just waiting on the players that we expect to do something, like the Sakas or Odegaards, like to come on. Like, this team should be capable enough. And I know it might be something different formation. Oh, sorry, different style of play with the players playing in different positions. But come on.
Monaco haven't been great. I know Laurie said they were 6 losses, but they haven't been great.
Even in their pre-season run. No, Monaco.
All right, well, let's talk about the players that have somewhat done their thing in this first half. I think Timber.
You're going to say Fabio or not?
Smith
I
had a
think
good.
Fabio's
Smith
right.
had a good start, but he's kind of fizzled out a bit. But
Martinelli,
definitely Timber,
maybe?
Martinelli, similar. Good start, fizzled out.
Partey's had some good moments.
I'm trying to look at the... Ramsdale?
I think you'd being nice, man. I think aside from Martinelli, there's just been moments.
Oh, Tommy! Oh, go on! Oh, Deckers! Oh!
Great,
nearly his first
great
Arsenal
challenge,
goal.
though. I have to give you. That's good defending.
Great burst into the box, though.
That was good. These are the areas we want him in. He's got that burst.
Did he miss this? Did he leave this on purpose? Was it between...
Nice.
That was good. That's just a good block.
That's great defending.
great
to be
block.
fair.
It's not a
you're
great
right,
pass
though.
from Tommy here, though.
Is it... Did he
He's going to Smith Rowe, I think. Anyway, maybe I'm being
Yeah,
harsh.
no, maybe... I don't know.
That's a great challenge, though, by the. Oh,
This cameraman is
save.
Woeful.
I've got to say, it's making me appreciate the mainstream broadcasters.
Woeful.
Save from the keeper must be Eddie, though. The camera's on
that
him.
was Eddie. Yeah.
Here we go, first time working a keeper. We didn't even get to see it. Here we do. It wasn't Eddie, that was
Tommy Assi.
Yeah, Tommy Asu, straight at him.
good.
Straight at the keeper.
Oh, at least we're having some shots, finally. Thing is, this might be all the time this 11 gets.
Should be doing better with that, man.
Do you think wholesale changes at half time?
Well, I hope he makes more like 5 or 6 to get closer to our first 11 on the pitch for 15 minutes.
Oh!
Yes! Well done,
Eddie, pick up the phone.
Well done.
Pick up the phone.
Laurie's
Well
first thing he
done.
did was look at me.
Of course he did. I knew he would.
First goal as
I was waiting to
captain.
see if you were going to jump out of your seat.
Nah,
Turkey's gonna jump out of seat for the
for the Emirates Cup.
You'd think the world would freeze over first.
It could be
bro.
10
No, but
nothing.
on a serious note, I'm pleased for him, man.
No, same. He
Well-timed run, finished it.
That was good.
He needs this. He needs this. This is a great run. And that 44 lost his man.
Yeah. That's
good.
After I was
That's
giving him
good goal
praise.
poaching as well. They
Yeah, it is.
snuck in at the back post there. Look,
This is a good finish.
good
Composed.
time run.
Isn't
Well
it funny
done.
Well taken goal.
how shots and chances all come at once? We're talking about having done
Last
basically
few minutes.
nothing, and then it's shot from Rice, header, goal. Like, momentum breeds more momentum.
I think
Arsenal capitalised the other
even
half.
Turkish would have to agree that is a very well taken goal.
No,
Thank
very
you,
nice
Cecil.
finish.
So, I like that.
The run, the finish, everything was perfect.
I wonder what Arteta says at half time. I wonder if he goes in and he's very relaxed and he's like, okay, cool, or he's like, no, this was not.
He's
good enough.
not. He's not that. He's intense. So it's different levels of intensity.
Oh, they are flying forward.
They're a good counter-attacking team.
1 minute to half time.
Oh, he
Will we
looks like
see
he's about to
wholesale
flare him up the
changes
way
at
he's
half
walking.
time?
Whew! Could tell by the way.
It's good. We dealt with it just. Shreth says, playing like a bunch of idiots in Sunday League. Hey, some of us only ever made it to Sunday League, okay, and it got pretty competitive.
Still playing Sunday League.
We bought many players, but not seen anything special. Still Martinelli and Saka show, feeling very disappointed. Shreth, do not get too hung up on the Emirates Cup. Just hope that you see signs to be encouraged. And the last couple of minutes, we've seen that. But largely, it's been a disappointing half. That's good.
Playing out the back there, Ramsdale.
Has he? Oh, unlucky. I don't mind that. I actually don't mind that. 10 seconds to go to the 45. Monaco goalkeeper on the ball here.
I'm with you, though. We need to see more of the first team in the second half.
Yeah,
Don't go weaker, go stronger.
I agree. 1 minute. 1 minute to be played.
It's nice that Wenger's back in the stadium as well. I know it's something off topic as well. It's always good.
I wonder how
Maybe
he's
see more of him
feeling.
next season. Yeah, well,
He didn't want to come back for a long time.
exactly.
You know, that was very much his choice. Now he's back, he's got his statue.
I wonder if he'll be here more often in this season coming. Yeah, it'd be good.
Yeah.
Be good.
But then I'm also glad he's not done a Fergie.
Yeah,
it's Veira.
You know the way Fergie left, went, yeah, I'm retiring, that's it for me.
Is that not a foul?
That was a foul one.
Sorry, what are you serious?
Was that a foul or was he
Wait, they've
dispossessed
stopped.
to...
That's a foul though.
Good, I'm happy to see him get pissed off.
I mean, it needs more than just him because refs look at him and be like, yeah, whatever. I mean, all the team needs to get round. That was a foul, a blatant foul.
It'll be half time now, anyway.
Yeah. Like I'm saying though, I'm glad he didn't do a Ferguson where he basically just kept showing up for the next 5 years like a season ticket holder.
Amen.
And that's it, half time.
Monaco good.
Arsenal 1, Monaco 1. We'll go into the half-time thoughts in a sec, but a goal just before half-time, got Arsenal on level terms thanks to Eddie Nketiah. I think it was Fofana that put Monaco 1-0 up, and there have been, on the encouraging side, it's probably been more individual players and some moments, but I don't think we've seen anything from the team that I think makes us overly encouraged, but we understand it's a rotate 11. Hopefully, whatever change they made at half-time, we see something a little bit more like what might start either on the weekend against City or against Forest on the opening Saturday. Just a reminder that you can join Robbie in the game for Ukraine in the metaverse. Yeah, literally in the metaverse. Hit the link in the description below. It's going to give you A, the chance to donate, B, to learn everything about the event as well, and learn who's going to be playing it. Arsene Wenger is going to be one of the managers in it, and Robbie will be literally commentating live from the metaverse. But this is a really, really cool interactive way to be a part of the community while you watch the game. So go get all the information in the link there. We've got a super chat from the Life of Fred podcast. It says, I've been a football scout in the EFL Leagues 1 and 2. Transfers, even in there, take months, so I cannot imagine how hard the Rice deal was to do. Seriously, legally it's chaotic. Love you all, guys. Love for the love, he says. Yeah, very true. Well, we saw it took a while, and eventually the Rice deal got done, and today we're seeing him play a new role for Arsenal, which we haven't seen before, as a number 8. Carl says, I hope you're well. Hope you're well, guys. Big up, Rice, baby.
Dun 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 dun.
And Shreth says, as Arsenal fans, we've only seen signs. We've become shamans? Don't know what that means. Last 10 games last season, Eddie goofing, where's the dominance after doing a spending spree? Stress, relax. It's all fine. No stress yet. I should call you Stress. Right, let's go through our thoughts on the first half. We've seen a different team. We've even seen tweaks to the 11 with Timbers switching to right back at some point. Turkish starts on positives. Anything in particular that you were encouraged by?
More moments than anything. I mean, overall, if there's a player I'm going to pick out that had some sort of say in that, Martinelli.
Yeah.
I think he's the one that looked sharpest to start the game. I think he was the one wanting to pick up the ball, running at the full back and trying to get into the box. And then a couple of moments from Declan Rice. actually 3 moments from Declan Rice. Initially, the first 2 balls in, weaker foot, left foot, very good positions. Probably should be doing better with both of them. And then the chance that he, runs onto in between 2 defenders, great first touch. Second one blocked, unlucky. And then the Eddie goal. Aside from that, I don't, I'm underwhelmed. I think at times it seems overcomplicated, but that could just be them getting used to it more than it actually being overcomplicated.
Yeah.
But that first half an hour, aside from Martinelli, I really didn't see much else.
Yeah, I think what we've seen, you mentioned Rice as one of the positives. I've just enjoyed that I've seen that burst we know that Declan Rice can offer. That he's got a left foot, which is good because he's delivered 2 balls with his left foot, 2 very different. One low file across goal, the other clip to the back post, but he's executed both really well. But then also not just did he make those bursts with the underlap, but actually to what was a bit of a hospital pass from Tomiyasu to keep that alive with a first touch that broke him into the box. If it's not for a great block, then that's the equaliser there, and Rice has his first Arsenal goal. So I don't think he's been outstanding, but I think we've seen moments that have encouraged us, and I think Partey's looked quite good in that 6 as well. Seth, said anything else that stood out to you?
I'm going to go to my bias because that's what I'm doing today. Ramsdale, remember everyone? He's a great keeper. I think he's done all right. Distribution's been good. It's been composed at the back. I don't think he'd done anything with that first goal.
Passing's been neat, I'll agree.
Yeah, which in pre-season, I'll be honest, it seemed a bit slack, but today it's been a lot better. Big up Ramsdale, especially with the pressure of all the David Raya stuff coming in this week. I liked what he's done so far in the first half. I don't expect a change to come in the second half, so I hope he has a good next 45 minutes. And again, my bias, Eddie Nketiah said I want I'm on his side. I want him to do well this season because it doesn't seem like he's going to go and we're going to have to use him. I don't think they might make a change, put Leandro Trossard in the false 9 position, maybe in the second half. I don't know, or in 60 minutes. But if not, Eddie might get a full game. I hope he continues and getting more goals. He took his goal very well. That pass he played through to Martinelli, I think was good. And also he did that run by himself and put a cross with his weaker foot across the box. He's doing what he can. He started slow though, I must say, because at first I was waiting to be like, Eddie, he needs to get in this game. But since halfway through the first half, he's looking all right. So that's the positives.
Okay.
Any stick the positives.
Echo pretty much what the guys have said. It's been a fits and starts. Like Turkish quite rightly said, it's been a moments game, innit? No one's really dominated or had a really good game. But in moments, we have looked half decent. Smith Rowe started off quite sharp, but it's not continued it on. Partey's had a decent game. Timbers have been decent. Rice has been decent. But I think the moment of the first half for me has got to be the goal by Eddie. I thought he took it really well. It was a good poacher's goal. Arrived at the back post, finished it well. So I'm pleased for him, man. You could see the look on his face there. He was very happy with that. Okay, it's a friendly. Some would say it's meaningless, but to me, you look at his face there, the way he celebrated that goal, he was very happy to get that goal.
You should get his number in the back of your top now.
No, come on now. He's captained the side today. There's a lot of pressure on him, and he's got his goal.
I'll give Eddie this. Yeah, he does have that willingness to try and drag us back into things. I don't think he's got the quality to always make it happen, but I do think he's got that willingness to press, that willingness to try and carry the ball. And I think his decision making lets him down sometimes. But I see a player that is genuinely trying, and I'll give him that. And actually, I thought he got better as the half went on. When he sort of turned and played that ball into Martinelli. He
had a couple of good moments.
And, that drive into space, and then he gets the goal. That's good.
And listen, if you're Eddie, right, let's keep it 100. He will be aware. He's not a silly man, I'm sure. He will be aware that he's yet to convince a large part of the fan base, of which that man over there is one of them. And listen, Turkish has put his cards on the table. You don't rate him, and there's a number of fans that don't rate him. There are fans like myself and Cecil who have yet to be fully convinced, but we're backing him. We're still holding out hope that he's going to be that guy. So the point I was making was him getting that goal today made him captain, and I'm pretty sure that there's some rationale behind that. They made him captain. They're trying to give the guy some confidence, show him some love, and for him to get a goal, okay, it's only a friendly, meaningless friendly or something, But to me, that's a good moment for him, and I'm pleased for him.
Yep. By the way, just away from our reaction to that first half, Arsenal have tweeted that regardless of the score at the end of the 90 minutes, a penalty shootout.
No way.
Oh, no.
No way. Is that
Between
banner?
the two teams, there will be no extra time. If
Why are they doing that?
Well, I really like this clarification. If the winner of the match differs from that of the shootout, the Emirates Cup is awarded to the winner of the shootout. I'm joking. Look at your face.
Oh my God.
It's awarded to the winner of the
Why
winner
are
of the
they
match.
doing
I know what they're
that?
doing that.
Why?
Ramsdale, innit? They're trying to, he needs
No.
he's more
Someone-
practice with penalties.
What is the rationale behind
To
this?
be honest, I think it's just to get a bit of penalty shootout practice in there.
Ramsdale, I'll tell you what, Ramsdale needs that. Let me tell you that now. You've inspired me, sorry. Just gonna go for it. Just stretch my legs.
To me, it lessens the occasion.
Did your watch tell you to?
Sorry. I haven't got a watch, my legs are stiff.
Fair enough.
Do you not think that?
What?
To me, that lessens the occasion when they do stuff like that.
With all due respect, I don't know how much you can lessen the occasion with Emirates Cup. Like
You're disrespecting.
It certainly
this whole
doesn't do
competition
anything
here.
to authenticate the game.
no, like I want to win, but it's like adding the. I'm not adding the shootout doesn't make me think
Yeah, I'm
the
messing.
seventh isn't going to hit the same. Like
Yeah, but adding the shootout just makes you think even more this is a joke thing. That's my personal opinion.
it's just a.
It is a joke.
I literally was waiting for Turkish to say that. I looked at it, I was like, here it comes. But the penalty thing's mad. But listen, more practice.
They've dumbed it down, you know, let's be honest. The Emirates Cup initially, there's
not
4
much
teams
There's not much to it, bro.
on the Saturday. Remember that? 4
Yeah.
teams on the day. Now you've got to one game, then you have a penalty shootout. Anyway, okay.
It's a force now. I mean, pre-season friendlies are pre-season friendlies, whatever you can call it. The Emirates Cup, the Florida Cup, the Tiger Cup, I don't give a shit. It's all pre-season friendlies. Now they just want to glorify.
Should call it the
by
pre-season friendly cup.
No, there you go.
a bit-
Submit your proposal to the FA.
I'd like it to change from the Emirates Cup, though, I'll be honest.
I want them to bring back the old Emirates Cup. I said it in the
Oh,
preview.
you said it,
I loved having 4 teams, and it was just like you just got back-to-back Arsenal games.
Yeah, it's a good day out.
It was just a bit of fun.
Yeah.
It was like cool. We're playing Lyon, and then we're playing Benfica. I remember we played Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Like, that was good fun. And there's a lot of clubs that are sponsored by Emirates, so you could have a bit of fun with that. But look, anyway, back to that half. By the way, Muzika, senior super chat, but it looks like it's been corrected that we do have the 1-1 on the score. So I don't know if that was an error. I didn't spot it.
What was your thoughts, James, on the first half? Was it similar to echo what everyone else said, or was there positives that you noticed?
I'll give you that right now. Bantod has just said there is a penalty shootout just for practice in his super chat, and I think that must be it. Why is Cecil laughing at Eddie being captain? He should give. He would give anything to be in his place, says David Gordon.
Ooh. No, I hear that. Listen, every player that's made it to the Premier League, I have to take my hat off. So I never made it to that level. I just, Eddie. Rob Holding was captain
Just tell
in
him to
pre-season
shut
as
up
well.
and keep it moving, man. You don't need to answer to that guy, man. Well, you can't have an opinion on him if you'd love to be. Of course, everyone would love
You've
to
never
be playing
played the
for
game.
Arsenal, let alone being captain.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's captain is a joke.
It's a mad thing.
So
still.
just tell the guy.
Why is it a joke?
Thank you for the super
On a
chat.
serious
Thank you
note,
for the
why is it
super
a
chat,
joke?
Laurie.
Why is it a joke?
He
Why
basically
is it
told
a
you
joke?
shut up.
Laurie, you're trying to put me into
I
something
told
here.
you.
We've
I
talked
told
about
you.
this many times
No,
in
but
the
I
last
told you
12 months.
why I
Okay,
think the
you
manager's
said-
done that, and I
What,
think that's a
with-
bit.
There's many other people that could have been captain though. I hear what you're saying because Rob Holding's part of the leadership group. In the pre-season, he actually
Bro.
ended up picking up the armband, but he's part of the leadership group. Eddie, to me, it was a surprise. Like, there's many other players on that pitch that
Was
could
it a
have worn
pleasant
that.
surprise for you?
Was it a
Do you not think
It was a
it's
surprise.
a nice?
Yes,
gesture.
it's a
nice
yeah.
gesture
It's a
by
nice
the
moment
manager.
for
People
him.
shouldn't like.
He's got the
hate on
14 on the back of his top, bro. I think that's a big gesture in itself,
Yeah,
in my
but,
opinion.
like,
I
it
think
sounds
he's
like
had
you're
enough
hating on the
nice
youth, huh?
gestures, in my personal opinion. But
Why are you objecting to a nice gesture by the manager to one of his guys that's trying to establish
there's
himself
other players
in the team?
on this pitch that I believe could have worn the armband ahead of Eddie Nketiah. That's my reasoning. But big him up every time he got his goal, and I'm looking forward to seeing him this season.
A couple more super
Instead of saying,
chats.
"Shut the fuck
Let me
up."
just pick them up. Diallo says, missed him in NYC. Turkish is top man, let's hang. And Zubair says,
Is it?
Diallo says he missed you in NYC and that you're a top man.
Oh, I
let's
swear,
hang.
man. What, both times? Nah, big up Diallo.
Zubair says Rice has had good moments so far, but hopefully he starts looking forward more often. And we need to put a bid in for Fofana after the match. He's been cooking. Never signed.
A player, by the way, that I did earmark at the start of the game that we should look out for, because I know that having done a bit of research on him, that a number of Premier League clubs have been watching this guy. So
Red Square says Eddie is so underrated by fans, it's so crazy. He then says it's so crazy again. You don't hold the records in the youth teams if you are not destined for greatness. Red Square's thoughts.
he was going well there until the end.
Thank you.
Anyway,
Better you say it than me.
my thoughts on the first half. We look like a team
What
that
record did Eddie break in the youth?
Oh, I
England
didn't actually
under
know
21s. He broke that record.
No, but there was a player.
Whose record was it?
Yeah, and he didn't do, and he didn't do well. He
Was
did.
it Francis Jeffers?
I think it would, but he didn't do much when he
I'm
after
not
that as
trying
well.
to think. I'm just asking questions.
No, that is it. It is it.
I'm here to learn.
He knows. He
No, I
knows.
don't know,
He
I don't
knows.
know.
You do. It is
here
him.
to
It
learn.
is him.
I'm here to learn. man.
Educate. Do you know what we look? I don't question the teams like how switched on they are. Their like desire to sort of win this and all that. Like I think they're how do I put it? I think they're switched on. I think they're sharp. I think the concentration levels are there. I think we look like a team that are learning and adapting. And you know, I know there's still 11 very good players out there, so I'm not making excuses. But when you think about it and you look at the sort of the combinations we relied on last season, it would normally be Zinchenko to Xhaka, now it's Timber to Rice. So we're just adjusting to that. It would normally be Odegaard as the more creative of the midfield three, but now it's Smith Rowe. And I think he's had a bit of an iffy first half, if I'm honest. It'd normally be Jesus and Saka, it's now Eddie and Veira. So you've got two different things. Eddie's not a link man the way Jesus is, he's more of a poacher, but Vieira's also more of a wide 10 than a direct winger like Saka. So it's not just personnel changes, it actual kind of changes the dynamics of the team. And we've not done terribly. Like we've carved a few openings, and towards the end we started to have some chances. You know, Monaco I think have looked fairly comfortable in possession. You know, they scored the goal, but 1-1 feels about right for me. I hope this second half now what he does is take off the likes of Tomiyasu for White, Kivior for Gabriel. Who else is there? Odegaard, Smith Rowe for Odegaard,
Saka.
Trossard for Nketiah, and then Saka for Veira. And then it looks like pretty much what our first 11 is.
Do we see this team in the Premier League this season? This 11 together, like how he's just played it, or do you think this is a complete
I'd be
trial?
amazed that there'd be a lot of players out if this is the 11 we see.
Like League Cup.
Yeah, or like a Champions League game 6 where you've got it largely done and you're at home to, I don't know, Slavia Prague. Like, do you know what I mean?
My
Like,
follow-up question was going to.
Even if you don't see the
Can't do
11,
that then.
the 11 that are playing today are going to feature in the games.
Yeah, but I
oh,
always-
they all have a part
Yeah,
to
they
play.
will play.
this
They'll
one.
play. I'm saying.
There's no jokers. We're not watching anyone that we're like, yeah, but we know you're off. Like, you know, like when we're watching Cedric or we'll just bet Holding, even though he might stay. You kind of know that there's like a real pecking order in front.
Holding
of
on
him.
the bench.
He is on the bench, yeah.
And this is why pre-season games are quite difficult for managers sometimes, because you've got to strike that balance between looking at what you would assume is your first team, looking at different combinations, looking at players that are maybe on the periphery, but trying to give them a chance to make a run for the first team. So
The boys are back out on the pitch. I did ask that question because I was just intrigued to see if this is just a trial, or if you think this 11 will feature in the Premier League, to see what team would they beat with this 11? Because from what I seen that first half, you'd struggle to pick a team that this team would that 11 would have beaten from what we've seen. But we'll see what happens in the second half.
By the way, just something I noticed. Last time Wenger was at the ground, he came for that West Ham game, didn't we? We went 1-0 down, weren't playing that well, and then Eddie got the equaliser. So I'd be predicting 3-1 if I were everyone. Kick-off we're about to have for the second half. Anthony says, Rice going wide so often due to instruction, or is he still getting used to the system? Total
Which West Ham
instruction.
game?
Huh?
Which West Ham game?
When we won 3-1 Boxing Day.
Yeah, Wenger was in.
Did Eddie score the equaliser or the third goal?
You're right,
It
scored
was
the third goal. Saka got the
wrong,
equaliser.
yeah.
I thought I was on something.
right, here we go.
Diallo says, Laurie, that boxing show was lit. Keep it up, man.
Thank you, bro.
And Mr. Madhat says, we need a right winger. Vieira's in the answer. I agree we need a right winger who's more similar to Saka in profile, but Vieira's done fine today. He's done really fine today.
So Minamino, for coming on from Monaco, he was the guy that was at Liverpool.
Yep.
Nice.
No changes, right? Doesn't
think
look
so.
like it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Interesting. So the team that comes back out won't get a full 45, really. I thought it'd be a little bit more one half team, the other half team.
Oh, they get the penalties though, James.
Oh yeah, lucky them. Andrew says if there was an Emirates Cup between Emirates-sponsored teams, it would be Arsenal, AC Milan, Benfica, Lyon, Real Madrid. Who would win? Arsenal.
Guy whispered it.
Say with your chest.
David says AirPod Albert in the building. So me.
Yeah, it is you. You got your AirPods in.
Yeah,
Communications.
There's important stuff going on.
They did show him on the screen as well, though.
I did then.
See, Arteta's already on the sideline there shouting at players. I think.
Oh, Declan, good, nice.
Rice made 24 passes in the first half with a 100% completion rate. That's good. Well on Declan. It's been an encouraging debut.
Is that a stat that you just got, or did you see? Or did someone?
Oh, that's good by Eddie.
You saw that? Yeah?
Oh, that's great, bro.
That's good.
Well, Eddie. That's good. Let's see what we get this second half.
He's got a good turn on him now, Eddie. Like, he's learned that in the past 18 months. He's sharp on his turns.
Yeah, that West Ham role was
Catches the defender off
so
guard.
nice. Yeah.
Tomiyasu with the throw, a couple of minutes in. No changes, as we mentioned. So will we get a change in, I don't know, change in efficiency from Arsenal? Like, there weren't bad moments in build-up. It just amounted to nothing.
I think we need to create more as well. That last 5 minutes, that's where we created all of our chances. The first 40 was quite
It's flat.
lifeless. Yeah,
It's flat. It's flat. She's can take control of the game. Monaco look like they were in control for a lot of that first half.
I want to see more from Smith Rowe as well.
Yeah,
He made a
kinda
decent
on
start,
the
didn't he? And
radar.
then it kind of fizzled out a little bit.
If Saliba stays on, if you get a red card in this, what is the
That's good by Timber.
Implications.
Timber's good, isn't he?
Timber's class?
Look at that. Can he get the right
No,
Oh,
passes?
that's a great ball. Fizzed it into his feet. Across the box. It's got two men
tried
on
it
it.
out.
It's hard.
But you know, I
hard to
think
do.
Eddie's partly to blame for waiting and then giving it to Tommy. I know people might think I'm being way too harsh there, but
That's hyper
there was a
critical.
chance to release it early and get into Veira, and then maybe Veira can suck a player in and then find the overlap. But I don't know. Anyway, he did well in the build-up, and Timber, he loves that drop of the shoulder, swinging the ball, and then swing his foot over the ball and then getting the other way.
If you do get a red card in this, if he gets a red card, what are the implications? Does anyone know? Like going into him.
Seriously, might pay a fine.
Yeah, I think Oh, they are Benyedo.
Oh,
Post.
Ramsdale classed it.
he got opened up a little bit there at the back.
Arsenal cut open at the back.
We've been opened up
Ben Yedder
a
at
few
the back
times
post.
this game.
Hits the at the back post, hits the post from the cutback. I've got to say, we have looked really poor all of pre-season defensively.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like teams have to do very much.
Which is
To open
strange.
us up.
Which is strange because we've been saying that we need to.
Shall I tell you what
improve
that is?
going
We've been-
forward
we've
in
been,
the attack position, and we're so.
We've been susceptible to the counter-attack with players with pace. It's a couple of times you saw it there as well. Been undone, man.
All
Anyway,
into the box.
That's a problem though, man, because literally they're getting in behind us quite often in
Yep.
this game.
Do you know what I feel sorry for the back four? Is that it actually went wrong when whoever I think Rice was meant to pick up just got picked out of loads of space. At that point, they turn and they're running at us. It's very difficult to kind of run, like chase back or defend as like a back four when you've just got waves of players coming at you. Ramsdale with a goal kick. 15 minutes played almost. And it's 1-1.
So he finds he's gone long. He can't be going long to Eddie, can he? Yeah, fair play.
Can they show us though, like
Yeah.
Rice has lost it there again.
Yeah,
Not lost
yeah.
it again, but it's in his.
That's a
oh,
ball.
good save.
It's in his space where they're picking up the pockets. Need a little bit more from Rice there.
Yeah, it's not.
They come down that side a lot.
That's good.
They've had two great chances in this second half already, first 5 minutes.
It's a foul.
He's asking a lot of Veira there. He's not happy with how often he's getting fouled, Fabio.
He's lightweight. You're right though. He is lightweight. He's got to expect that.
But it's also like one day he's right wing, then he's number
Yeah.
10, then he's number 8 with Odegaard. Like, it's just like, well, what is the plan for him? Because I don't really get it yet.
Sounds like, it looks like they're trying to shoehorn him in the team because he's one of those peripheral players who the manager's hoping will make a sufficient amount of impression that
doing
you
it,
know what I mean,
James.
figures in his plan.
Wants him to play, and he's championing him.
But nail down a position for him so we know what he's covering at least. Yeah, still be flexible, of course, but
There is a player in Fabio. I generally believe it. Yeah, it's just, you're right. I think it's just to find his position.
About a couple of minutes for Declan Rice. You know what I'd say though, and I make all the excuses for Fabio Vieira.
Nice.
Oh, well done.
Play him. Oh, that's a hard ball.
Oh, and a great ball as well. And
Nice, well done,
Fabio, he's done well there to protect the
That's
ball.
really good.
now we
Bang.
need to oh, unlucky. That was a good passage of play there.
that was good from Veira though.
That was good.
That was
for
good
him.
from Fabio.
Good from Partey as well.
Yeah.
What I do like about Fabio Vieira is his versatility, but at the same time, I know Man City are a different level. I know Bernardo Silva and Foden are world class, but they can just play different positions and just be asked to be central midfield one day, false nine the other. You know, so to a degree, you get to this level, as we talked about, you clearly got to be very, very good to get to this level of football. But if you're asked to play a few different positions, you know, I'm not saying it's meant to be easy for him, but
You know what it is with this whole like
Modern day.
this flexibility thing, yeah. Really and truly, is Vieira like? It's the same with Havertz. People say he can play multiple positions, but can he play them well? Like, you can put anyone anywhere on the pitch. Doesn't mean that player automatically becomes a player that can play multiple positions. I haven't seen Vieira, and I'm someone giving Vieira time, but I haven't seen Vieira in a certain position and for me say that is the position that we can see in the future. Similar to Havertz as well. People say he can play multiple positions. He can play false 9, he can play 10, he can play 8, he can play right wing. Can you give me 10 games in each position that he's played well in those positions in? Probably not. So is he flexible? Is he, you know, or is that just the bottom of the barrel kind of praise that you can give?
yeah, fair.
Yeah, I can't argue with that one, unfortunately.
But you know what it is, in any walk of life, you can be like a victim of your own versatility. So by seeing somebody who's seen it can perform in different positions, you don't actually specialize in any particular one, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
So that,
Like, there's a saying,
it's a blessing.
jack of all trades.
yeah,
master of none.
exactly. It's
But
a
that
blessing, but
saying-
it can
We
also be
just
a
got that
curse.
from Scott. Scott's in that
But
comment.
that saying
actually master
implies
of
a
one,
jack of
but-
all trades means you're an adequate level.
Absolutely, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
even class them as a jack of all trades because they're not. I haven't seen them at a good level in the positions they play in.
Yeah.
Havertz and Veira this
Like
past one.
Leverkusen is different, but yeah, I hear what you're saying. Of recent times, I haven't seen enough.
Like Smith Rowe, would I say he's versatile and flexible? No, because I've seen him excel in one position,
yeah, on the left,
and
yeah.
that's off the left.
Yeah, agreed.
But some people will say he's versatile because he
Playing
can
10.
play 10, play 8. But how many games have you seen him?
Some even say false 9. Yeah, I haven't seen enough. Sample size is small, but saying that, but I haven't seen Emile Smith Rowe play as bad as some people you're giving examples to in other positions.
No, because Emile Smith Rowe is actually proof in one position that he's
very good.
excelled in.
Yeah, true.
Havertz and Vieira don't have that in this league.
Oh,
Havertz has
look
that in
how
Germany.
That's
easy.
poor defending, by the way. That was terrible.
He walks
You have
Who's
to,
that who got back?
to give Minamino a bit of credit there. That was good skill he showed there.
Is that Tommy
Yo,
That's
why are we
Tommy
giving man
Asu,
so much time? No one's just pressing the ball.
I guess he could have just come through the back of him and hacked him down then.
No, he's facing him up. They're facing him up though. No one's closing the ball down. I get they got shape to adhere to, but one player's got to press surely.
Come on, Arsenal.
We've been off
Let's
it.
inject
We've been
some
off
life
it.
into
Yeah,
this.
we've been off
You're
it.
making me sleepy. The jet lag's kicking in. Do something.
Amen to that one, boy.
My sleep pattern's all over.
Oh, it's a mess, James. Absolute mess.
Oh, you poor things. Come back from New York, Washington. And
Laurie was waiting for that one. You poor thing.
my heart bleeds for you guys. It really does.
Thank you.
You was in Lisbon a couple of weeks ago enjoying, man.
Hello?
I love Lisbon, man, but I would have gladly swapped with you lot. No.
You would have saw.
Don't let the missus.
Yeah, I was gonna
hear
say.
that.
Hopefully the person's not watching.
I wanted to go LA
No, I
with the
told
man,
him,
them, not Lisbon with the missus. That's
You told her, yeah.
I told
That's
him.
techie.
That's bad, boy.
didn't tell
Bad boy.
nobody
Yeah, he's
nothing.
chatting rubbish.
He didn't tell
You what?
nobody
He's at dinner. Do you know what? I'd rather be with them than you.
Just so you know.
Stop lying, man.
Now, when she said, "Oh, I bet you'd rather been out there with us,"
You're like, yep. got it spot on.
when I was getting dragged to art galleries and stuff, I'd much rather be at a football match right now. Oh, this is promising. Oh, good
Well,
ball,
that's Saliba.
Good little run.
done.
What can
Eddie,
you do
Eddie.
there?
Oh,
Good ball
the
again.
in there.
Go on, Fabio. Show him what you got. That's good again.
Is that Saliba still?
Oh, look at that, my
Saliba. Corner.
Ah,
It's done well.
that's the most enterprising passage of play whole game.
William.
I know, it's true.
No, it's good. I don't know what you're saying. That's good. That was good from Saliba.
Very good.
I'll top it off, Saliba, with a starting header and a goal.
You know what that was, right? That was the defender saying, right, I'm going to get us up the pitch. It's one of them type of runs, isn't it? Where you
That was
just
I'll
shout,
do it
you know
myself.
what?
It's good.
It's come up to the 60th minute though.
Decent
Almost
delivery.
60th minute. I wonder if Arteta will be looking to make changes.
I think we should see some changes now. It's about time now, isn't it, really?
I'd see Odegaard on first because I think Emma's been so quiet in this game and that hasn't helped Rice's debut in the 8. Rice ain't been great at times either, but I want to see Odegaard, Rice, Partey on the pitch together.
I want to see Saka and Rice on the pitch. So they've got a good
Why are
relationship.
they able to cut through our midfield so easily with
Yeah,
their
they're just coming.
passes?
I know, and down these flanks as well. Are we throwing too many bodies forward as well? Because they are finding.
Oh, we're not even creating chances. If we're throwing bodies forward, there's a problem.
Good point. It's a good point. But they are. We look exposed when on the counter.
No, we
Garbo
haven't.
asks what our thoughts on the third kit are. Would prefer it as the away strip.
Yeah, I love that. I actually
it's
love that
beautiful.
kit, man.
I like the kit, actually.
Beautiful. And
Who's coming on?
the lifestyle one as well. If you guys haven't seen it, the one without the logo, it's banging.
Without the brand, you mean?
Without the sponsor. Yeah, it's banging.
Is it?
Absolutely banging. So I want to get that one. Yeah, that kit is. Yeah, it should be the away kit. I'd love it if it was.
Look how easy that is.
Should we, I know...
Oh, well done, Declan.
Should we give some credit to Monaco? I've actually been quite impressed by some of their football. Seriously, I'm
They've
not...
been
no
all
cap.
right.
Yeah, some of their passes though, they've been passing off the pitch as well. I know that says a lot for us.
Some
But
decent players. They're pretty quick.
offensively in their counter attack, yeah. But
And they've given a good effort of themselves, you know what I mean? They've come and they've made a game of it. That's what you want, really, isn't it?
on good account.
Because you don't really want to see a team just roll over and get spanked 5-0, do you? You want to see a team that's come with some ambition, and I think they've showed that, to be honest. So,
Well done, Fabio.
do you not agree with that, or do you want to? You prefer to see us spank somebody 6-0?
No, I agree. They've put up a fight.
I'd rather
And
see
they've
us
looked quite
spank a
sharp.
team.
They've asked some questions of us, which is what you want, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Yeah, but you
you also
also-
look like we can answer them.
Exactly. I'd also want to see our team win and build confidence for Sunday and start the season. But that's just me.
Barcelona asked questions of us and made it a contest, but
Yeah.
we rose to it and we were better. We scored 5 goals.
And they won their league the season before, so yeah. 60th minute approaching.
Let's get some subs on, man. We need something.
Bring on the Avengers, man. Jeez. It's mad because even Partey on the pitch, normally Partey is when I'm calling for to come on.
I don't even want Odegaard, Saka first to come on.
That'd be lovely. That's the exact change I want.
Unlucky.
Lie at me. Partey losing the ball there, misplaced pass.
See, look at that. That's
Look, they are. They're
good little
That is-
triangular passes. Oh, you're giving it away there.
That's what I'm saying.
Keep praising them.
Both teams are pretty sloppy, I'll be honest.
I've done the FIFA thing. I'll just leave.
Yeah, that was what I was doing earlier.
And now we've lost the ball.
I
Oh,
was like,
Arsenal.
Let me go into gamer mode.
and things will get better.
Oh,
Yeah, it didn't happen.
Arteta won't be impressed. 60 minutes on the clock though. As we hit the hour, next time it goes out, it is Declan Rice on the ball. We see some changes. I think we probably will, if I'm honest.
Probably will. It's one of those managers that say, I'll give you 15 minutes to to make an impression on this game, make a mark on this game, or you're coming off. That's what it feels like. We might see that. Good run inside. Yeah, there you go.
Odegaard, Jorginho, Gabriel, load of changes coming on now.
Kieran Tierney, Havertz. No, Saka. Where's Saka?
Cecil's favourite players coming.
I don't mind that. I think Saka. I don't
He
mind.
definitely isn't. Yeah, Martin Odegaard, yeah?
No, Havertz.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Here
should
we
be
go.
ready now.
Quality's lacked the last 10 minutes, isn't it?
It's been dire. Is there Saka there?
Odegaard, White, Trossard,
7 subs.
Jorginho, Tierney, Havertz.
Nice.
So let's try and piece this in our minds as it happens. So off comes, was that Veira for Trossard?
I didn't even see him step off the pitch. See Trossard.
I'm excited to see Trossard, especially after his game against Barcelona, where he was outstanding.
It's nice to see Tierney coming on as well here, I'll be honest.
Smith Rowe for Odegaard. Timbers off for Tierney.
Tierney. Smith Rowe off.
Kind of fizzled out for Smith Rowe, didn't it? He started quite energetic and bright.
That's been his story.
It's
though,
not
man.
really
That's been his
carried it on.
story.
He looks a bit disappointed in coming.
Yeah, I think match fitness is a big issue for Emile Smith Rowe. You know?
He should be quite fit. He's just come off the Euros and all that.
I hear
man.
that. I fully hear that. But every time you watch him, you feel like he can never last a full night at his top. So we'll see.
Rice off for
Rice
Havertz.
off for Havertz.
What do we think of Rice? First game in front of the Emirates crowd. Did some moments. Did some moments.
Well,
He had a couple of good
it wasn't
touches.
great. Like,
You said earlier that his pass rate was very good. He didn't do anything wrong. Nearly scored as well.
Partey's off as well.
Positive, without
he had three
ripping
moments,
up trees.
3 moments in the game. The 2 left-footed crosses.
Where's Ben
and the
White do?
chance.
Sorry.
I think aside from that, he actually didn't look the most comfortable in that position. I don't know if it was because of the new team system and all of that, or whether it's because he just wants to be a 6. But yeah, on the ball especially, didn't really look fluid in
Really
there.
like.
So is
Tussling
Trossard
those.
going to play right wing now?
I don't know if this team's weaker than the ones that just come off.
No, stronger.
Would you say so, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree. Stronger.
I think. I mean, you got Partey and Rice.
Yeah. Well, Partey's gone. Ref. The intensity looks better,
Saka
though.
didn't come on, did he?
No, that's why I don't know if... But Havertz only got Jorginho on.
So what position is Havertz taking up
I
then?
think he'll play that Rice. There we
Yeah,
go.
8.
That's Tierney.
Well played, Tierney.
Oh, that's lovely. That's really good.
Oh, there was a ball inside there.
Ah,
There was a ball inside.
Oh, Vieira's still on.
yeah.
Right, so where's Havertz playing then?
Actually, is Veira still on? Yeah, he is still on.
They've transitioned quite quickly to attack.
Let's see how Havertz can do it. The Emirates for the first time.
Don't make a noise, man.
Monaco on the ball, 63 minutes played.
Come on, boys. Come on. Let's
Odegaard pressing, showing his energy.
win this
Can't
because
blame
the
him.
penalties are going to be painful. So give us something, please.
Why are both teams playing like there's something on the line, man? Just go for
Go
it.
for it. Yeah,
What the hell?
it's not even that. The quality's been.
Oh, great
that was a
ball, yeah.
Quality for Monaco. Quality's been poor as well. Yeah, it's like they're killing. Yo, what's going on?
If I had to hold back 3 yawns. Wake up, Arsenal. So I can wake up.
I'm on FIFA mode, gamer mode. We're in. Gabriel.
I don't like, one of the things we did so well last year was press well. I don't like just how easily they're just kind of getting
We are deep. We are.
time to just pop it around the midfield.
Yeah, we're very deep.
I don't mind dropping deep, but it's just that it's how infrequently we've actually won the ball back when they're playing at the back themselves. They've had lots of moments of sustained possession.
It allows them to apply pressure, though. The deeper we are.
Here come Monaco.
They're keeping the ball. They're keeping it all right here.
They're-
My days.
They're not a bad team, man. Trust me. They are.
I don't think anyone's saying they're terrible, but I expect our team to be beating them. Or putting a better performance than what we're seeing
Not a
right
bad
now.
part.
Now he's made wholesale changes as well.
This game is abysmal.
They've kept the ball for the part. There we go. All right, now can we do something with it?
Oh God.
Here we go.
Oh, that's good for Fabio.
That was nice. Foul.
Good strength.
Good tussle there.
He's not giving a foul.
He should have went down. He should have went down.
No, I don't disagree with that. They were both tussling for the ball.
No, it was the foul before, then Eddie just got on with it.
Yeah, he should have went down.
Here,
Here.
it's the foul.
In his back. He's pushed him in his back. He should have went down. Should have went down. Should have went down. Fair play for being honest, but
Thing is, if you don't go down, then it looks like it wasn't too bad. But those can send you flying.
that's a
man.
foul. He's gone through. He's pushed him through in the back.
Everything's a foul for you, Cecil.
Because I like to, you know me when I play.
Oh, exactly. That's why I'm saying it, because I've played football. I've seen you play football. I know what you're like.
You've got to play the game. This is part of football now.
Thing is, I never call for diving. Like never fake contact. But
refs don't get the.
But
refs
go.
don't
But
give it.
if you've been fouled, or at least if contact's been made, especially in an area of the pitch like that where it's no big deal, just try and win it. Xhaka was the master of it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
He won it almost every time. I used to think the refs are going to get onto him and stop giving them, but
Yeah, Jack used to stop, wait for it, push it
They
back,
al-
drop
they
straight
always
to the
gave
ground.
him.
It's part of the game. Especially when you're under it. They just had they had about a good four minutes of possession there. You've got to stop their momentum.
Oh,
my
what
days.
was
He's done
that?
that twice. That's a yellow.
Man,
now he's
got his-
pulled him
He's done
back.
that twice.
That
He
was.
did that earlier as well. It's a yellow.
Yeah, of course it's yellow.
I've got to admit.
That was saucy, though. I'll give him that
was,
minute.
yeah.
they're coming through
That
us
was
way
so.
too
This is.
easily.
Aye.
Yeah, it was.
Man tried to end his career.
There's the meme.
That's why Gabriel pulled him back there.
Yeah, of course. That's the meme.
Gabriel was like, nah, man, you're not doing that to me at the Emirates. I can't have that.
That was it was Saka. Was it in the Euros?
Chiellini.
Chiellini. Sorry, Chiellini, yeah. That was a proper pullback. Oh my days.
Oh my
Again,
word.
that's a foul.
That wasn't a
Can
foul,
we show
bro.
an ounce of
offside.
composure?
He's offside.
He's offside. Was that not? No, I thought I was in the back.
No, man. Why
It
you
wasn't a
running
foul,
into
bro. Come on. That's why you got to get in the gym in pre-season, man. Work on your strength.
Can they show back? I
Oh,
thought he was on.
He's offside.
it's tight.
I'll be honest, Cesc, it looked a foul to me, but whether it was soft or not.
Yeah, it was a foul. Who
Is
did
he
he put?
giving a yellow to you?
Monaco player.
Ben Yedder?
Ben Yedder.
Why?
Or argue maybe saying it wasn't on.
All right, Arsenal.
20
Please?
minutes to go, basically.
These penalties might be decisive. Something's happened, but we've not seen it, obviously.
Oh, of course. Who's running the broadcast? Arsenal. Cheers. Anyone in the comments know what happened there? Please do let us know, because I would like to know how it got
Trossard's
brought,
about to take a free kick.
how it got brought all the way back there.
10,000 of you watching, hit the like button, subscribe to AFTV.
Hey,
10,000, that's big. Well done.
go on. Oh. Play him. Good.
Got a question from Crosstech, says, what are your thoughts on a front three of Trossard, Havertz and Saka, and then a midfield three of Rice, Partey and Odegaard?
I don't want to see Havertz in the front line, sorry. And I'll elaborate a bit more. I just don't see him as a striker. Watch him
Havertz won that
many
back,
a
right?
time. Yeah, I just feel like he's not strong enough. He's creates good space, makes good runs, but he's not.
You see what Havertz done there? Come on, man. Like, are you on it or not? Like, you just signed for us. It's not a big thing, but that just shows that he's not really on it. What, the ball's a bit behind you, so you just leave it?
I could just imagine what Gunnar Lee must be thinking when he saw
on,
that.
man.
Shout out to Gunnar Lee, by the way.
These are just
I must admit,
switch up.
on the ball, they look better than us right now. I'm not going to lie. Look. Man's all-
No, I'll be honest, yeah, he's having fun. He's living his best life. He's trying to get a move. Honestly. Blimey. He didn't start, did he? He
No,
didn't start.
he
He's come on
didn't.
to be the best player on the pitch. Oh my days. Well done.
Gabriel heads out.
Oh, look at that. Man's,
he's
like
violating.
freestyling out
He's
here,
saying,
man.
what, Arsenal, Emirates, watch.
That was a miss kick, wasn't it?
I don't know, he might have,
No, I
that
don't
might
know
have
if
been
that
intentional,
wasn't.
you know, Jez, I'll be
Man,
honest.
it's still, innit?
I think you would have seen what's around him.
I think that was a miss kick, but
Do you think?
yeah,
I want to see it back. That was a terrible drag shot.
no chance of us seeing that back.
Yeah.
Well, Mikel, you happy with what you're seeing?
He looks quite pensive there.
Yeah.
He's not happy, that's for sure.
Be great to
No, I
answer
don't think he's
questions.
happy at all.
Be great
And
to
why
answer
would he be?
questions.
Because let's be honest, man, it's been very scratchy. Arguably, we've not improved a jot in the second
Scratchy's a
half.
good descriptor.
Blimey, 25 minutes have gone and nothing's happened in the second
Yeah.
half, has it?
Not from Arsenal's sake, no.
Absolutely nothing.
Despite us making wholesale subs.
This is why I asked the question: is this team stronger than the 11 that started or not? You'd think it should be, but I don't know. Especially the players he took off.
Here comes White.
We've had one moment really, that run
to
from
get
Saliba. That's
Yeah, but even that-
basically been it in the
But even
second half.
that was just a run. He got a corner. He didn't really have it wasn't really a clear chance. It was good play from him individually, but there was no finish that made the keeper
Yeah.
work. Go on. I mean, that's a great,
great ball.
great run as well.
Finish!
Cut back.
Ah, touch was a bit off.
Why didn't you cut it
Why did he
back?
go inside? That was goal. No.
Oh, unlucky.
Why didn't he cut it back for Eddie in the first place?
Who played that?
You know why?
Jorginho.
It's like,
Great. That was.
I think-
Jorginho loves that pass.
with the goal scoring form he was on, you can see why
Yeah, but
he
he took
probably
his
wanted
touch.
to.
You got to take a touch inside. You got to go and.
You can see why he'd want to back
You got to
himself.
pass that. I'll be honest.
If
That's
Eddie-
the Jamaica. That's the Jamaica women's game. That last opportunity she could have cut across.
yeah.
That is that. That's a
Let's be
guarantee a
honest.
goal there.
It's brilliant from Jorginho, by the way.
Yeah, beautiful.
If Eddie goes for a shot there,
We're
we're tearing him
slating.
apart. I love Trossard, player of pre-season so far for me, but that is poor.
But you know what? I'm
Really,
going to give him the
really
benefit
poor.
of the doubt there, because what I'm saying is, given some of the goals he took in the previous games, he probably backed himself to finish there.
My
So-
God, this watch is on my case. I'm not getting
move.
up and moving. No.
You should do, man. Just a quick one. I know we're digressing
There we
as well,
go.
and it's gone off topic. I just mentioned it. Sorry. The reggae girls, big up to them.
Yeah, big up
Congratulations.
yourself.
Big up yourselves every
Big
time.
up
man.
yourself,
Gotta
man.
give
Amazing performance.
amazing history making for them as well, going into the
Yeah.
knockout stages of the World Cup. Big up them, and big up Drew Spence, even though you play for a dead club. I love you. Your team's dead. She plays for Spurs, if anyone's wondering.
She had a very good game today.
She had a
as well,
great game in that midfield. Big up the reggae girls, man. Big up. Just gonna take that time.
3 games and haven't conceded a goal yet as well.
That was a draw, yeah? And it was more intense. It was a 0-0 draw.
Here we go.
Here we go.
He's got overlap. Use it. Yes, shoot. No. I think he should have tried his
That
luck
was
there.
absolutely shit. I'm sorry, you're 5-on-3, like. It's Arsenal Monaco, like.
I think you've got to take responsibility there if you're Veira, don't you think? And try a shot rather than looking to square it again. Man.
We don't seem in sync.
I don't know what he saw. It didn't look like the right option.
I'm very intrigued to
There was
see.
no conviction there, man.
I'm very intrigued to see who Mikel goes with on Sunday because I don't know who's the strongest 11 right now or the one he trusts most to go get the job done.
So what's he done here, Vieira?
He tried to go first time.
What's wrong with
Yeah,
him, man?
never looked on, did it?
But to be fair to him, what really was on then? Because Odegaard hasn't pulled away either. There's no.
Bro, it's
there's
5-on-3, bro. What do you mean what's on? There's 2 free men in that picture somewhere. Why is he just rushing it and going one touch?
Fucking hell.
Maybe even the ball out to him was the wrong one. Maybe
Yeah, that's
he-
what I'm save. I think that was
Good
ball out was
save.
wrong. I think Odegaard could have tried to slip an Eddie. It'd been an amazing ball, but he has that in his locker.
Great
Come on.
save by Ramsdale.
Have we got this ball?
Say that again, Laurie?
What happened?
Good
What went
save.
wrong there?
By who?
Ramsdale.
Thanks. Just remember. It was a good save as well. Tierney? Good.
played.
Does I gotta try to keep that out for a throw though, not a corner.
It was a foul.
Oh, it's a throw. Well done.
It's funny, isn't it? Because, look, I know we all do the line, the Emirates Cup doesn't matter, no one cares. But you worry when you see a performance that lacks cohesion, lacks sharpness, we're not creating chances. Yeah, it's not been good enough.
No matter what game we play, as supporters and fans, we care. Like, I know you're right. We give it the whole Emirates Cup or it's Mickey Mouse Cup. We don't give a shit. But it's our team playing, and like you said, there it's kind of an indication to what we potentially might see going forward. That's why we're so invested. But this is not a good look so far. Tierney, get rid of it. Yeah, you see, with Tierney, you just know what. I like Tierney, man. Wide. It's all started from that as well. Odegaard.
Go on, Fabio. Help him. That's nice.
It's done
Well
well
done.
there. It's done. Oh.
Let's help him.
No, who's within? Like this Havertz guy is just there walking about. Come on, man. It's a simple 4-yard movement and you can get the ball.
Good from Fabio though. I'll take that as a positive.
This match has been dead, though. Look, it's 75 minutes of nonsense.
Give it to Havertz there. He just called for it. There you go. He killed him then. Killed Tierney then. Player right on him. Oh no, they got.
I didn't realise Kivior stayed on. Fair enough.
So I'm saying, yeah.
Saliba did. Anyway. Arsenal need to get used to this now because last year, not a lot of people were expecting Arsenal to be so good. So maybe games were a little bit more open than they would have expected. Teams are going to go into this season now. They've got £100 million rice.
Why is everyone standing
They've
up?
added all these players. They've challenged for the title last year. There's going to be a lot more trying to break down the opposition. And they've got to look better at doing it than this. This reminds me more of 2 years ago when we needed a goal, not last year. Last year we had answers, we had solutions.
But I've been saying it for a while. The problem with this season, as far as Arsenal's concerned, is the weight of expectation has changed this season. So
Yeah, but they deserve that pressure, in my opinion. They've got the squad now. This is all of Mikel Arteta's players. He deserves that. That's
You want that pressure as well.
Yeah, you've earned that right to have that. It's not. I don't think it's a bad thing.
no, I'm not saying it's a bad
up.
thing. I'm just saying that with the signings, with the success of last season,
Yeah, expectations go
the
up.
expectation level has gone up now. So
And rightly
you know
so.
what I mean, we're going into these games. People are expecting us not just to win; they want to see a performance worthy of a team that's
Arsenal-
going to challenge for the title or be competitive in the Champions League. Nothing less will suffice, really. You know?
Doesn't look like we're going to see Saka on the pitch.
No, and I'm actually glad for that.
Don't mind that because he's about to play 50 games in a row.
Maybe more, you know.
He is.
Maybe more.
Enjoy your 1 day off, Bakaya.
Maybe more internationally as
I'm
well.
about to
The
rinse
hard
you.
work begins.
So, what do you guys think overall Fabio Vieira's performance? He's had some good moments.
Better than his last few, that's for sure.
6, maybe 7. Like better than 5.
6.5.
Nah, not 7. No, 6 is probably fair at.
Yeah, I
best.
think 6 is fair.
I don't know anyone that's got.
I don't think anyone deserves 7.
Partey?
No,
Really?
no. If we had more, because we haven't. It's not like we've controlled this game.
Yeah.
Far
You know
from
what I mean?
it. Oh, look
Yeah,
at that.
but I don't feel like it's gone wrong at his.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah.
Like, it's not gone right at his disposal either. No, it's,
I must admit, since he's come on, he's looked good, Minamino.
Yeah, he has. Never happened from it. Liverpool. He scored a load of goals when he was playing. Or sorry, when he would play, he'd
Scored against
score some
us.
big goals. But
Yeah.
come on, you're going to keep this on now.
nice.
That's
Done well
good.
There, done well there. Let's make something of this though. Who's okay?
That's a
Fabio,
great
bang.
ball.
Oh,
Oh,
Do you know what? Fair enough.
Oh,
it's on
lucky.
target.
Weaker foot as well. It wasn't on target. Was it?
What was going on? It seemed like it was going on target there. Keeper had to make a save.
Good from Eddie.
that was.
Oh, did the keeper flick it over? Yeah.
that's a corner.
the keeper did, yeah.
It was right foot, innit?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good. Yeah, that's
Yeah, all right. That's good effort.
wasn't on
Does
target.
that
It was going over.
bump him up to a 7?
Not quite.
No.
You're reaching. You and James.
That's a ball by Trossard, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's also a very good effort, actually, by
It was.
to strike that on the volley from
He's
that
happy with
angle
something.
and get it on target.
There we
That's
go.
a
We've
good form.
got anything new in the old set piece repertoire, or just a straight cross into the box? Straight cross
Decent
into
delivery again. Oh,
the- We've won a lot of those headers though. To be fair, just not anything on
Well done,
target.
Havertz.
Nothing
Well.
with him.
Yeah, literally won a lot of them. But none of them
Come on.
have affected play. And Gabriel. Yeah, he wins a lot of his corners, headers from corners. He needs to start. He does score goals. He needs to convert those more. Come on, boys! Don't let him play out from the back. Good. I'll win this. Let's go.
Nah,
Come on,
go on.
Go on. Oh.
Oh, 3 loose balls. Got to get one in. Right, come on, Ramsdale. What you got? Come on, Jorginho. What you got?
Sunday's gonna be very interesting.
right, we're now into the last 10 minutes. 1-1.
We haven't seen anywhere near enough quality across the 90.
Not at all. Not even a fraction,
Here's
in my
White.
opinion.
Need White to overlap as well. Come on, help him.
Bit static there, wasn't it?
Everything's so static. Tierney inverting. Bloody hell, I've seen it all.
Where's the options? Yeah, that's not even.
Oh,
a
that's a touch.
Lovely
that is
touch.
a touch.
Set him.
That's good from Eddie. Eddie's got better as the game's gone on. That's good. Oh, man,
big up
Trossard.
Eddie for that.
Listen, I thought he was really good against
See
Barcelona.
what I'm saying? Trossard, you can see. Like Havertz, man can't see it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I haven't seen Havertz.
I don't even need you to be
anything.
banging 2-1 a game and all this. Like when Trossard gets the ball, you can see.
Oh!
That's culture on the ball. That's a technical player. Havertz, I don't see it.
Come on, Havertz.
He'll end up scoring the winner. Watch, 100%. Watch, because I hear exactly what you're saying.
He's not been anywhere near the ball, and the play's been on both sides. So
I think he thinks he's the 10.
I think he just lost.
And an old school 10 at that.
Yeah, you know you lost.
would you say a bit of a caca?
Oh, mate, that's doing the rounds.
He's on side if he played. Okay, I love seeing Eddie, but
You see what I
can't
mean?
him
Like Eddie's in the walls. To be fair to him, he's
Eddie-
trying to.
yeah, he's trying to do
You know,
something.
he's chasing down lost causes, trying to make something happen. Come on, 82 minutes played. Arsene Wenger.
There with Tim Lewis. Marquinhos. It's interesting. For Fabio?
Probably. I mean, Vieira's had a good however many minutes out there. Saka won't touch the pitch. Interesting. Nor will
Good.
Holding, nor will Turner.
Good.
No
Good,
line.
good.
Oh, Eddie's off. Huh?
What?
Okay.
He just picked up a bit of a knock there as well.
Maybe he'll play
it's-
left wing and Trossard will go up top. Yeah, I think you're right, actually. It might just be that knock.
Yeah, I think he did.
Do you know
I
what?
think
Fair
he's
play
had a
to
half
Eddie.
decent game, Eddie has.
I'll give you that.
Fair play to Eddie. He's had
I think he has.
For me,
he's had a
he's-
go at it today.
For me, he's the one that stands out the most.
Made some stuff
out of
happen.
both 11s, he's the one that stands out the most for me, and that, but not saying he's completely, you know.
You know what? I wouldn't
smashed.
disagree with you.
Out of everyone in the team, wasn't the I think he was a top performer.
Of everyone, he's been the most involved,
Yeah,
for
100%.
sure. Or
And
tried
he's-
to
and
be.
he's got the goal, which he took well. Was
Yeah.
a good goal. So yeah, I think so far, yeah. See the manager there. He doesn't look happy, does he? You can see.
I don't
he's-
blame him. I don't
Well,
blame him.
pre-season's over after this match, so you know he's not got much more time to. Well, he's got no more time
Time
to
to tinker.
experiment.
So you don't think the Community Shield is a pre-season game?
Woo!
Oh, hello.
Go on, there's gaps everywhere. Marquinhos. I've all bought, even that, sorry Havertz, but I think that was the wrong decision,
So
bro.
why lift it if he floated it? Like,
Sorry, look. Arteta chose him for a reason. There must be a reason for it.
We saw against Barcelona why he signed him. Like, well, at least we got an idea for what it could be.
And he does score. He can
But
definitely
today,
put the
very
ball in the back of the
anonymous.
net. Yeah, he can put the ball in the back of the net as well.
nice Tierney.
Heels.
Nice
Good.
again.
There we go. It's good. Pass. Yes, Gabriel. Go on. Keep the attack going. Let's go. Forward. Yeah, he's on space. Jorginho's on. It took ages. You could have given it to him.
Oh, Darling on the ball, man.
Do you know
Play
what?
it.
No, you got away with that, Gabriel. Jorginho was so free then. Killed the whole space. Was this even a foul? Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. But got away with that.
Oh.
That was smart from Jorginho. That was smart. He bought that foul.
What side is Marquinhos on?
Don Robinho, stats man. Tell us why Arteta signed him. Go watch him focus. It's all there.
We're approaching the last 5 minutes.
And penalties. Hey, how exciting.
At least if it ends 1-0, then the penalties have some meaning.
Hey, yeah,
You know
even
what I mean?
that's just,
So at least.
we don't want that though. We want to. Just want to win the game.
There's been no rhythm. There's been no.
I would say that, and I'm sure
Cohesion.
you guys agree with me, the second half has actually been worse than the first half.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Yeah.
seriously, yeah. So the first half
Yeah.
team was better than the second half team.
The first half I think was poor, but like I had in mind like the standards from last season, the amount of chance we used to create. At least we saw Rice getting in some good positions. At least I don't know. Listen, it wasn't good. First half was like a 3 out of 10, and this has been a 2.
Maybe even 1. Yeah, no, do you know what? I think I might agree as well. I think first half was better. That was going to be one of my questions. So thank you very much.
Anyway, everyone, game for Ukraine this Saturday, 5:45, coming on AFTV and DR Sports in the metaverse. You really don't want to miss it. It's honestly incredible. The platform Robbie will be not only commentating from, but where you can watch the game. Link is in the description, and we've got it in the chat as well. So go support the game for Ukraine. You can donate via the link as well, which will give you all the information around the game.
It's simple as well. You can just literally click the link, and you have it like there's an avatar made for you. It's class.
Really cool.
It's class.
Right. I think Jorginho's looked neat when he's come on.
That's a good bit of play. Who is this? Ben White and...
It has been a...
Is this Marquinhos on the left? No. I don't know what that was.
Kivior.
I don't know.
What was that?
I don't know who he saw there. I saw the twerking champion in somewhere there, because I don't know what he was looking at. There was no one on.
Oh.
What do you think the manager says to the players after a game like this then?
I think he's going to be pissed off.
Yeah.
He made them train another hour after the Man United friendly defeat.
Better do that again.
But one thing I'll say, yeah, listen, it's pre-season, we don't need to be asking questions of Arteta and all that, but there is definitely a pattern when it comes to Arteta's Arsenal, whether it's from day one or day now, which is however long it's been, nearly 4 years or whatever, where when he's got his first 11, sure, you see something and it seems to work. But the minute he tweaks more than like 2-3 positions, it's amazing how much it can break down. I don't know if that's just a player thing.
Yeah, you're spot on there. You're spot on. But I thought with some of the key component, I suppose Saka's not there, but some of the key component players like Saliba, Partey, I always feel like you can still see an identity with Arsenal when those sort of players are on the field. Today, I haven't seen. There's no identity in both 11s. And you can't just say it. And the only one player I don't normally see in that is Bukayo Saka, but there's no way I'm saying if you don't have Bukayo Saka in there, then you lose at least some sort of Arsenal identity.
I'll tell you what I have observed, there's been a bit of a pattern. So if you look at the pre-season, you had the pretty numbness draw against Nuremberg.
Yeah, Nuremberg, yes.
Then they beat up on the MLS All-Stars. Then they had a disappointing game against United. Then we looked very good against Barca. And then today, we dropped levels again.
Which means Man City...
Yeah.
Which means come Sunday, if we go off that
So if
theory,
you look at that, that tells you that they've not been able to sustain good performances on back-to-back games, which is a bit of a worry. But then that might, to be fair to the manager and the team, when you're making so many changes and you're trying out new things, I guess you are going to get that. So
Okay, but
how long do you have?
But this is the thing. Mikel Arteta had a really successful start to last season because in the Sevilla and Chelsea game, the 2 games before, he went full strength and that team got minutes together.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Ramsdale.
So
Did Ramsdale pull up there?
Oh.
It looked like he... Oh, my scene.
Get David
No,
Raya.
I think you might be right.
Get
He didn't
David
look-
It
Raya.
looked like he semi-pulled up there.
Get David Raya on the phone. I'm joking.
Because he sprinted out, right? And then just at the last second there, he looked like he...
Doesn't seem like anyone's...
We're into the last minute, people, and it's looked like it's going to end in a disappointing 1-1 draw.
I wouldn't say it just yet.
Well, it's 30 seconds. I can't imagine there's going to be much time added on.
No, a minute again.
Yeah. At best. Arsenal 1, Monaco 1. So
To be fair, a draw would probably be a fair result because I'm not sure if we've done enough to deserve to win.
don't you
We
think?
didn't. We definitely didn't.
Oh, we've given.
This is not an Arsenal performance by any means.
Arteta's going to absolutely tear into them. Not because it matters that much, but because he doesn't. He will not want.
What is it, 1 minute?
That is so
He will not want
stupid.
bad
That is so
habits
stupid.
2
creeping
minutes.
in.
2
It's
minutes.
so stupid. He didn't need to give away that foul at all.
It's not great.
Fucking Wednesday as well. Fuck's sake, he's still got to live with this performance until bloody weekend, man. Fuck's sake.
I just hope behind the scenes, Arteta knows what his best team is. Like, all this at the moment is just trying stuff because he knows deep down what he wants to do come Forest or come the Community Shield. I have to hope that's true.
I don't know how you do that though. I don't know how you do that because you either go back to what you did last season, but again, you've had new additions to the side. So if you've got new additions to the side, then they're going to have to bed in and play at match tempo in a competitive game. We didn't really see it in pre-season. We're seeing him tinkering the whole time to find different options.
You say that, but I think most of us would probably be able to guess the team we're going to start with against Forest, wouldn't we?
Not the midfield.
No, if I'm honest. I couldn't tell you the starting 11 for the first game of the season.
About 8 or
That's
9
guaranteed.
positions are going to be fairly
Oh, I'll
obvious.
tell you what, yeah? £100.
I think I know.
You tell me the 11, £100 if it's that on the first game of the season. All right.
I'll tell you what,
You're not-
I'll
you're
take
not
you up on that. Before the season
Go on then.
starts,
Do it nearer the game so
yeah.
we actually know who's injured.
and let's see who's...
Okay, fair.
I reckon I could get at least 8.
Yeah, but that's different to the
9
whole
right.
11 though. Anyway,
That's claimed by
Right,
the
so
goalkeeper.
that's...
it's not done
Oh,
yet.
10 seconds left.
Why are people getting on Veira? Is it just me or has Veira been fine today?
I thought he's had an alright game.
Everyone's been pretty crap, if I'm honest. But
That's the
he hasn't
trouble
been
with the fan
hasn't been
base
worse.
at times. They get a
Full
full
time.
and that's it, innit?
1-1.
What a dead game. Oh
Yeah,
my
that was poor.
God. That was one of the worst games I've watched in recent years, I'll be honest with you.
Yep. That
You
was
wait
poor.
for penalties, mate.
Yeah, penalties is more exciting than what I've just watched.
Wait for
Do or
penalties.
die in penalties.
I hope we do better than what we did in our last penalty shooting.
What? Everyone who's just in the comments here, thanks for tuning in. All this Vieira's awful, get Vieira. What did Vieira do wrong? That's fine. Like, if we have different opinions, that's cool. Like, let's bring something to the discussion. What was everyone's issue with Vieira's performance today? He
I
looked
mean,
one-
let's be honest, he
looked one of the
never
sharpest to me.
overly impressed, but no one did. I thought he'd had a half-decent game.
I saw Havertz come on and do nothing.
Facts.
I thought Saliba looked reckless as hell. Is anyone going to mention Saliba, or is he, you know?
I was
I'll
one
tell you,
untouchable.
I'll
That
tell
was
you,
one
I'll tell you
moment,
right
but
now, I
still,
think
yeah.
Eddie was...
No, he
prob-
should have been sent off when he
second
dragged the
before.
other person back as well.
I
Should have been-
thought
that would have been a
Eddie
red card
Nketiah-
in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, I think it was a pretty flat performance from the whole team. There were a few people that impressed. I thought Eddie had a good game. He can be pleased with his
I
contribution.
think Eddie looked lively and tried
No.
hard, yeah, and I'll give him that.
But I think that Vieira didn't
As much as Eddie
embarrass
tried
himself.
hard, you man are trying to fucking find praise for him.
I think he took his
All
goal
he
well.
looked lively and tried hard isn't
You don't say...
finding too much
That's
praise,
fine, but
is it?
none of these
He
players.
looked lively in that 90 minutes.
But
Really?
everyone else was
Yeah.
worse than everyone else. He was better than everyone
Yeah.
else.
Lively.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
I
lively
agree.
mean to you? Moving around, getting involved, trying.
No, I
He was
agree.
Good.
I agree.
Listen,
And
he
on
was-
top
he
of
was-
that, he took his goal very well.
He was the standout in the Arsenal side, but
He was.
all this level was not the level that it's not going to be good enough for Sunday.
But
It's not
apart
gonna be
from
good enough for
Eddie,
the start
I'm
of the season.
struggling to
It's not gonna
find-
be- It won't be good enough against Nottingham Forest, in my opinion, as well. The level is.
But what I would say is, I agree with James. This sort of coming for Fabio Vieira is way over the top. I mean, it could be argued that of the other players, apart from Eddie, he probably played better than most, or was involved more than most. He seemed to see quite a bit of the
Listen,
ball.
the bar's
Rams-
really low for everyone here,
Yeah.
right? But
Eddie
if
Ramsdale.
we're to dish out praise to anyone who at least looked semi switched on, I think Vieira was one of them. I think Timber was
Timber,
another
yeah.
one. I
Ramsdale.
thought Eddie was another one.
I thought when
Ramsdale was fine.
I thought
Trossard.
and Trossard and Kieran Tierney, when they come on, they had see some of the ball.
It was poor though.
Oh, and no one stood out. Like, I'll be honest, nobody stood out in that game. That was dead. Vieira definitely isn't the one that people should be talking about most,
Yeah, there's plenty of.
because everyone was poor in
right.
general, to be honest.
It was what I would say. It was. I wouldn't say it was poor. I'd say it was flat.
No, it was
Yeah.
Poor is like really bad, isn't it? It wasn't
You
really
go up against
bad.
any other team in the league, I think you get
There is a
absolutely
sense of
decimated.
snobbery of Arsenal fans. It's like, oh, Monaco is supposed to roll them over 5-0.
Well, Jay Federer J's just said that Monaco's work rate and
I thought they were
intensity off
decent
the ball was
opposition.
top. And yeah, I'll give you that. But like, let's be honest, we should have been up there. Lou says Fabio just does the bare minimum, no killer instinct. Like,
Come on, man.
like, mate, no killer instinct. The guy scored a goal from 25 yards the other night. Like, I think the one thing he's got is final third quality. I agree, we're not seeing enough of it.
But he had that shot at the end, which I thought was a very good effort. I mean, that takes some technique to hit that on the volley from that angle
First time.
and make a save from the goalkeeper. I thought his deliveries on the set pieces were good. The first couple weren't that good, but they improved. I thought he was involved in the play.
Penalties, by the way. Ramsdale stepping.
Yeah, he was by no
save
means
one
the worst
penalty,
player.
please.
Right? He was by no means the worst
No,
player.
by no
Come
means
on,
worse.
Rams. Sorry,
I thought Partey looked decent,
I'm focusing on Ramsdale.
and
now.
Rice had
Come
nice
on, Ramsdale.
moments.
Oh, he got dinked.
Panenka
one,
down the middle.
one for Monaco.
Ramsdale, it's not your fault, but please, I need to see something.
Forget the 25-yarder, says Gary Joseph. What else has he done? Forget the 25-yarder.
See, this is what we tend to do as
Name
Arsenal
calling,
fans.
that's a
yeah.
violation.
We don't get the result we want, and then there's an inquest into. There's always a fall guy.
Timble's our best player today, says Lord Witherfang. Probably Timble's good.
Matt Turner's so good at saving penalties. Matt Turner's a good keeper for penalties. I don't expect him to change over, but
Odegaard steps up.
because it means nothing at this stage.
I said the other day Odegaard should be our taker. Will I look silly? No, he scored. That's
He's
good.
very
good.
good
He can
penalty.
take it, he's good at penalties.
I've always said the taker, and I'm not coming for Saka here, but I always said the taker should be who is the best player at like manipulating a dead ball. And I just think it's Odegaard. I think more than anyone, he can do things with a still ball.
Trossard? I think Trossard's got a good.
Maybe
he's got
Trossard.
he's got a good technique when it comes
But-
to striking and various. I wonder if he'll be next. Oh,
Well done.
Jorginho, of course, as well. Actually, of course.
I just don't like his hop skip thing.
It,
1-1, Odegaard.
I hated it.
No, but his
But now he's
conversion
an
rate is
Arsenal
very
player.
good, isn't it?
I love it. I did hate it.
Am I right?
Who?
Jorginho's conversion
Apparently he's
rate
very
is
good, but
excellent.
I've seen him miss a few.
Yeah, in internationally, he's missed some big ones.
Fofana steps up.
They going down the middle
Straight
again?
down the middle, yeah.
Yep.
That's what they say, if in doubt, go straight down the middle.
I actually just see Ramsdale go the right way. Once. Please. Please, Aaron.
Look how early he dived off his
passed it.
Not go the right way. I need to see him save a pen.
No, bro, I'm
He's
no,
never
no,
saved one.
I know,
But you know what it
You've got
is?
to take little steps. We can't expect him to
hang
fly
on.
before he can.
You know what it is? Forget about going the right way. How about just staying on your line until, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm going for baby steps right
By the
now.
way, 93.7% conversion rate for Jorginho. Will
That's
this
very
rate
good.
get better or worse now? with
Is he
this
next?
pen?
Who can predict the next one after this? The next one after this will be
Jorginho
Trossard.
steps up.
Does this
I thought
even, does this
he
even
did
count
okay.
to his rate?
Who?
Does it count
Does
to
this
his
even count towards it?
Lord knows.
Here we go, Jorginho.
He's going right. He's right.
Oh, what a penalty.
That is a fucking top
That's a
class
beautiful
penalty.
penalty. What a
That's a bad boy penalty. Am I lying?
That's a beautiful play.
That's mad. He hopped and lifted
He's
it.
got to be.
He absolutely
Brother.
skied it.
That is crazy,
That is an unreal pen. Fair play,
Do you know
Jorginho.
how hard that is to do? We need to get.
I thought he'd
we need to try
absolutely
that.
skied
it.
that.
Even just to get.
We should. Let's do
Yeah, we
that.
should
Let's
try
do an
that.
AFTV video, the Jorginho technique.
Penalty. And
Let's
try
try
and-
and hop, skip, and
That
I
is-
know what happened to me. I'll
break my ankle.
Yeah, we'll break my ankle.
Yes.
I'll get jarred and end up spinning off the side.
I remember when I was just leaving the game and that technique of hitting the ball side foot and getting up and over came. in.
Diatta
Could not
up
do it.
against Ramsdale.
In the
He's going to
middle
go
again.
straight down the middle. Oh,
That was a good penalty.
Very good.
That was a good pen.
he just smashed
But
it.
Ramsdale's gone the wrong way every time. It's okay, babe. I told you, he's got to at least go the right way. The keeper, this last one, he went the right way. It was a good
No,
penalty.
but so
you think he knows?
he goes off his line too quick.
No, he just needs to go the right. Listen, we got.
No, it's not. No, seriously, you don't need to go either. Just stay on your line for that split second longer and make the.
But you know, against his last penalty shooter, he stayed on his line too long.
Well, I mean, obviously you've got to get the balance
man
right.
were hitting the ball, then he's diving.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Actually,
That's
you're
how
right.
it's true. Like-
You're actually spot on.
In the penalty.
Who was that again?
Was it against United?
Sporting?
Oh,
Yeah,
against
it
United
was
as
against
well.
Sporting. I think you're right.
Is this
Kai
Havertz?
Havertz. Please score.
Please.
Lovely, lovely pen.
pen.
Please.
That is a great penalty.
That's probably better than Jorginho's.
Nah, Jorginho's hopping and getting it That is
a brilliant penalty.
That was more in the corner, I think, this one, but yeah, it was.
Oh,
very nonchalant.
lovely technique.
But a hop, skip, and a jump is a mad thing.
Had a look.
Well done. Great pen.
Great
That was a
penalty.
beautiful pen.
That was a good penalty. Got to
Did
give him,
nothing all game,
got
but
to give him praise.
that was good.
Right, Ramsdale, right way. Just get the right way. That was a good start.
Just stay on your line for a
Nah, just go the
I
right
need a
way.
Ramsdale save. More
Actually,
than
the
you
right-
believe.
The right way. Yes! Look at us.
Yes, Ramsdale! He saved a pen!
That was good. And he did what he said what he said.
He went the wrong way as well!
And he stayed a little bit longer.
Yeah, that split second longer. There you go.
Well done. It's a good save.
So that's what you got to do,
It's a
man.
good save.
Yes, Ramsdale. That'll do him a world of good.
Yes, David. That deal's off. See you at the G-Tech Community Stadium, mate.
Oh my days.
Oh, Fabio Veira, you missed your last. Please score.
The comments are waiting.
I've been defending
The
you like
comments
you
are
wouldn't believe.
waiting for
I've
this
been,
one.
I've been defending you in the comments.
James,
I've been defending you so much.
can't even watch it.
Please, Fabio, please. Oh,
Just
thank
about.
you, thank you.
Side netting.
Thank you, Fabio. There you go.
No, I'm pleased for him, man. 'cause
Thank you.
You can just imagine the fallout earlier in this time.
Yeah, if you missed that, peak.
Yeah, it's long in the comments. James.
What are you saying now, comment?
Get at them, James.
Ramsdale.
They'll probably
You
still
wouldn't
find a
believe
way to criticise. Oh, he wasn't as good as
Yeah.
Havertz's penalty, though.
Who's next? Trossard's got to be the last penalty taker, surely.
James didn't even celebrate, it was relief. Too damn right. Okay.
Guy left.
Okay, it's all right, Ramsdale, you saved one, so...
He went the right way as well.
That's
This is progress. Well done, Ramsdale. man.
Who can win us our seventh Emirates Cup?
Trossard.
So if we convert this one, that's it.
Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Is that right?
Yeah, we score the
reconvert
win,
this.
but what? So Trossard doesn't take pens, does he?
I don't know. That's a bit
Of
weird.
course Trossard will take a pen. That's just probably by choice or something.
Yeah, but
I have to say, though, even though we were
sure,
decrying it earlier, the penalty shootout's been the most entertaining
exciting,
part.
It has been the most entertaining, so I could be up again.
And it's meaningful because they drew the game in normal time.
Oh, he's doing a straight run up.
He's going to
He's
blast
going to
it.
lash
he
this.
scores. My guy, Gabriel Magalhaes.
Well, you run to him.
My
Run
man.
over to him. Jump on him. Go crazy.
Ramsdale, you saved the penalty. Wait.
So you got the outcome you wanted.
You don't win silverware every day.
2 in 2 weeks is on. 2 in 1 week, sorry. 2 trophies in 1
Unbelievable.
week is on. It's on, James.
I can't believe we could do the August double. That's incredible.
Get the open bus ready. Look at the fans.
Clear the streets of Finsbury Park right now.
I'm out tonight, Robbie. I'm not in tomorrow, mate. We're celebrating.
Oh. Bob goes cup champions.
Where's the champagne? Oh,
All right.
brilliant.
Do you want to get the chant going, Turkish?
Do you want to wrap up the bloody show? Or what?
We've got Super Champions.
Yo, drag Laurie into this, man. Why are you even dragging me into it?
Come on, man.
Because we just want you to have a good time, man.
Yeah, man.
Don't when the season starts.
Cup winners.
I don't know if that'll be a good time for you, bro.
Mukhtar, this is what I love. 1 down, 5 to go, and he's absolutely spot on. Here we are. Pre-season double winners, says Bobby. Come on.
It's on.
Look, let's have a serious chat very quickly about the match. The performance was nowhere near good enough. I'm going to, because it's pre-season, keep telling myself that he was trying different things, new players, new combinations, a lack of cohesion was there because of it, and all that. But I would have hoped that, because I know people call Community Shield a friendly, yeah? I don't call it a friendly. I don't call it a major trophy, but I don't call it a friendly. It's going to be somewhat a competitive test at Wembley with 80,000 fans. And I wanted us to show something before that game. And I think against Barcelona, we got the closest thing to something. But this has been too flat for me. I think we needed Arsenal to look sharp, to at least create more chances than we did today. Go on, Turkish. What were your thoughts?
Not that it means much, but it has been a poor pre-season overall. really.
Poor.
Even the Barcelona one, we conceded 3 goals.
Interesting.
You know, we scored 5, but we conceded 3. So really, you don't want that to be happening. Like I said, it's not the most important being successful in pre-season. You don't get anything for that. It's when the season starts that matters. Last year, people correlate a great pre-season with what could have been a great season if we won the league, or a good season by challenging. It doesn't necessarily always work like that. So as much as I think it's been poor pre-season overall, I don't think it has much bearing on the season. I am worried though, because this Havertz signing, every match I watch, I want to see something from him. It's just something to tell me there's somebody in there.
He scored a couple
If
of goals.
Havertz performed,
Yeah, but even the goals he scored, it's like one of them was quite lucky. It dropped to him in the 6-yard box.
Oh, volley was nice.
No, but there was the one that he scored against
United.
where he took the ball down his chest.
Yeah. I mean, I said this in the previous fan cam. I said, if he comes in and from the 8th position gets a good goal scoring return and we get 10 league goals out of him, then cool. That's fine. Your output is great. But in terms of the position he's being asked to play, I don't think just goal scoring is what we need from him. We also need him to get involved. And that, in this game and the games I've seen him in, I haven't seen him involved as much as I would hope for a 65 million man that's been in the league for 3 years. This ain't no 19-year-old from Brazil. This is a 24-year-old man that's been here 3 years. I would have expected to see at least something from him in pre-season, and I haven't. And there's a lot resting on his shoulders with that fee. A lot resting on Mikel's shoulders with that fee. As much as we all say, you know, Mikel's trajectory has been, you know, on the up every season so far, and it has been, for sure, but we also admit that he's still learning. And sometimes you can overcook a great dish, let's say. And, you know, last season, I think we was on the way to cooking a great dish. This season, we either cook it to perfection or we overcook it. That's what I'm worried about with this Havertz signing.
I actually get that. I actually completely get that. I think with this pre-season's been a little bit what you just said, overcooked. Like a little bit trying too many different things. We've seen Timber in one game at both right back and left back. So there isn't a lot of clarity about where his future position is. Cecil's getting ready for the trophy.
Rice, 8 and 6.
Right, we've seen Rice 8 and 6. We've seen Timber right and left back. We've seen Tomiyasu centre back, right back and left back. We've seen Veira in Erdegaard's position. We've seen him out on the right wing. You know, I worry a little bit about Jesus' injury, because I do feel like Jesus unlocks and knits things together. Laurie, your final thoughts?
You know what? My thoughts on the pre-season are that it's a mixed pre-season. There's been some positives and there's been some not so positives, but you know, I try not to read too much into it unless it's been really good or really bad. So last season it was really good, so we went into the season flying, if you like. You can't say that for this season, obviously, because as I said earlier, it's been scratchy. So the Nuremberg was a pretty desultory performance. Then we had the really good performance against MLS All-Stars. Then we dropped the ball against United. Then we picked it back up against Barca. Today, I thought the performance was largely flat. However, there were a few positives. And that's how you've got to look at it, really. The manager's still trying things out. You could see him on the touchline. He was a bit pensive at times. He's trying to work things out in his mind. So, you know, I mean, there's lots of questions still there, a few answers. But in the final analysis, pre-season is what it is, isn't it? It's an opportunity for the manager to get a look at the players, assess their fitness, assess certain combinations, certain styles of play, and obviously try and blend the new signings in. So, mixed for me. Mixed.
So that's final thoughts?
Yeah, I almost forgot I printed the top actually for this, the 7 on the... I'm joking, chill.
You've made that joke before and then ended up having the top, so...
That's true.
So you can understand why
people are so serious. Okay,
ready to dash off camera.
I get it. Pre-season for me, do you know what it is? I'll keep it short and brief, simple, is that last season, again, there was a feeling after watching pre-season against Chelsea.
Imagine he had a 7 Emirates Cup top. 7, no equals.
7
Oh my word.
7 Emirates Cup champions. Thought about it. Now I'm playing, but seriously, I had a feeling last season after pre-season, and it was excitement. As much as last season was such a surprise to all of us and how well we done, and obviously competing with City for the title, there was a feeling after that pre-season like, oh, okay, there is something can be done here. I was buying into what I was seeing. The players were playing well. It looked like the 11 that we was going to see in the start of the season. It was very clear that it was that. But
what are you doing, Turkish?
what's he did? Such a child. But yeah, but this pre-season, I don't have that same feeling, which is a shame. There is definitely improvements in the squad in sense of signings. We got them done early. There's players that I'm looking forward to seeing. But the feeling that I had last season of being able to watch Arsenal and say, there's an identity there. I know how we're going to go into the league. It's going to be sharp. It's looking intense. It looks intense from the players. They look ready. I don't feel that at this stage. And I actually don't believe I'll see it by Sunday either. So I'm in a lull period at the moment. And it's a shame because of what happened last season. We had that expectation for this season. So you'd expect more from pre-season. Like I mentioned when we spoke about it earlier, there is pressure on this season because of what we saw last season, but rightly so. But I haven't got the feeling of excitement, and I'm ready for the season to start.
I just think if Arteta wanted to make us predictable, he's definitely done that, because I don't think we know what the hell we're going to get from Arsenal in future games. So let's see. I think this Zinchenko injury needs to... Well, Zinni and Jesus seem to be back soon. They were literally the transformative players along with Saliba last season. And I think we need them back because the way they shorten the pitch and link things up, from Zinni picking the ball off the back four and getting us forward, and Jesus then bringing it all together in the final third, I think they're really, really crucial. So let's see. It is the Community Shield this Sunday, of course. We will see how Arsenal do in that game. And I don't think Man City are having the best of pre-seasons themselves. Gvardiol's about to come through the door, but they've lost Gundogan, they've lost Mahrez as well. And those are two massive players. And they did have the biggest squad as it was, so let's see, they just lost Atletico Madrid. So I don't think either club is going into this game on the best form. Was their final super chat?
There's a few super chats.
Yeah, a few super chats. All right, let's go through them. Do you have them there in front of you? Oh, I got them here actually. Oh, did I have them here? I think I got... Oh, let's do the madness. Here we go. Right. Bantod says, why are we always criticising and signalling Havertz out? What did he actually do wrong in the 30 minutes that he was on? Give him a chance. Bantod, I hear you to a degree. I do, because I've tried defending him as well. I think the bigger point is, what did he do? And you can't tell me that Odegaard did nothing, because Odegaard got on the ball and made a few things happen. You can't tell me Trossard did nothing. Trossard was really involved. So, you can't escape the fact that Havertz has a lot to prove and that he came with a massive fee. That's not his fault, but that means there's going to be more scrutiny. That is just football, unfortunately. That is just the way it is. No one's saying he did a lot wrong, but we're just wondering how much he actually did in that game. And unfortunately, there's going to be pressure with that signing. Karthik says, Rice looking a little confused out there. I thought Rice did okay. I don't think he was bad by any means. If I were giving him an out of 10, I'd probably give him a 6 as well, mainly because he was kind of a part of that.
I don't think he was awful at all. I think Rice he was okay.
He had a couple of good touches. In fact, he had a good run.
4, and that's me being nice, I think.
Really?
2 crosses into the box.
You forget the run he made into the box where he nearly scored.
Yeah, but 105 mil.
Yeah, but he's not an attacking player.
Yeah, but we need to be, the defensive security wasn't necessarily there either.
The W says Havertz had a better game than Rice, even a better pre-season than Rice. Why sing now Havertz? We're not really talking about pre-season. We were earlier, but not in the context of Havertz.
Havertz had a better game than someone.
I can't say Havertz had a better game than Rice today, in my opinion.
No, he didn't. Whoever said that?
Rice was underlapping, trying to get balls into the box, and then did really well to create a shot that ultimately created all the momentum, and we then went and scored. So, I don't know. But look, okay, there we are. That's it for pre-season. Unless you count the Community Shield as pre-season. I was
going to say, does that count as pre-season or not?
It still is pre-season. If
you're in
it, before the season.
It's the final pre-season game if you're in it.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
As like I said earlier, for me, it's not a major trophy. It's not pre-season. It's not like it's a
hybrid.
I just think managers and players take it in terms of seriousness, take it a level above. Just when you watch the game, it's always got more bite and more stakes than a pre-season game.
Make it a Super Cup, add a skills challenge, and we're talking.
For fuck's sake.
I don't know if adding a skills
no
challenge.
Skills
but I agree.
please.
I agree if you call it the English Super Cup.
No skills challenges.
I think it should be called the England Super Cup, and there should be a pathway into Europe from it.
Oh, really?
No, that's
where?
That's too much.
Europe.
Because
You heard what I said.
you're
No,
already
because
in it.
the reason why I say that,
You're already in it.
the reason why I say that, because then it would give it more validity.
Yeah, but you're
You should be already in it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're already in Europe.
Or second or FA Cup.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're already in Europe technically. But yeah, I think, listen, I when
double's
everyone
on,
watched it, when we won it a couple of years ago, Liverpool players and Jurgen Klopp looked pissed to have lost it. That's all I'm saying. So I think
It's a high-profile game.
well, yeah, and, you know,
Be sold out.
It'll fill out Wembley.
Yeah.
It'll be a good indication.
And if we win it, the players will celebrate in the dressing room because fair play to them.
I mean, they won't go overboard with celebrating because, you know, previous times we won it, you've seen, but they will want to win, man. I mean, these are
Yeah, you wanna
highly
win
tuned
every-
professional
you
athletes.
should want to win these.
You're going
games.
up against Man
I wanna
City in a
win.
high-profile game. You will want to win that match.
I want to win it.
Yeah.
Like, not just, if we don't, whatever.
No,
Like,
I
want
never
to win it.
have.
I'll be disappointed if we lose that match.
And so you should, as a supporter, you should want to win.
Whereas today, I'm not overly asked either way. I wanted a performance, but when it comes to Sunday, I'm looking at more result over performance.
This is the 7th Emirates Cup, man. Disrespect.
Lock it off.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for joining, everyone. Don't forget to support the game for Ukraine if you want by following the link in the description below. It's in the chat as well. Robbie will be live in the metaverse covering the match, doing commentary as well. And you've seen the ads. Zinchenko's telling you to go ahead and join it. Zinchenko will be a part of that game. Arsene Wenger will be a manager for one of the games as well. So go check out one of the games for one of the teams. So go check that all out in the link in the description below. Many thanks. See you very soon.
Join me and Robbie for Victory League Metaverse to watch Game for Ukraine.
Yo, listen up. This is going to be huge. The Game for Ukraine charity football match kicks off this Saturday, the 5th of August at 5:45 p.m. We're talking about a full-on game with big names from the world of football on the pitch. I'm going to be there and other AFTV influencers are going to be joining in. And you can come and meet them all digitally. Let's make a difference together. Click the link in the description right now and get involved. This is going to be big.